I think it's just a couple of seconds until we go live. So just maybe have a look on your phones. Oh, we're already live. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So welcome everybody to the Closers University live coaching call represented by yours truly, Jabran Khan. So, okay, great. I know we've been doing a number of these calls recently, and I wanted to do something different today. I wanted to pick out, rather than just give out the information, I've selected today some people that have okay, I'm gonna turn this off. That have really shown promise as well, and these guys are on the call with me right now. Um, I've purposely selected these guys to come and, join me on the call. That I'm going to be going through certain topics, and I'm going to be seeing where they're at right now, and they're going to be sharing maybe some of the bottlenecks that they faced, why are they facing them, and how we can help and support them. This whole call is designed to get you guys from looking outside on the outskirts, looking at high tech, because I know a lot of you guys are looking at high ticket sales. You're looking at people making money. You're looking at people. One second. You're looking at people making money. You're looking at people doing things, but you're like, when is it going to happen for me? Can anyone just confirm that we are alive on the YouTube? Okay, cool. As you guys know, I'm the worst when it comes to tech. I don't even know how up until this day. This is why I say to all of you guys, man, it's anything is possible. Anything is possible. Okay, we have some people. Okay, any of the late people joining the Zoom? As you guys know, I've selected a couple, well, a handful of people to join me on today's live call. But aside from this, now nobody else can join. We'll see on the next Zoom calls as well, who we're going to be bringing on. So we have today, we have Lee, we have Riyadh, we have people from all around the world, believe it or not. We have people from all walks of life, and we have people from all different backgrounds. And that's what the Closest University is about. If this is your first time over here, we've been around for a minute, and we've been helping people, for the last 5 years, especially within the high ticket space. We've taken people from absolute beginners to break their first, for 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. And it's crazy me just mentioning this. We have trained people to make tens of thousands of dollars a month, like brand new people. So imagine you guys are probably looking at the high ticket space for the first time, and you're like, can this really happen for me? And look, following from these lives, I'm actually going to be getting some of my student testimonials and students that I've helped break into this industry and break past the 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 plus a month. I mean, my brother, he's someone that I've trained myself. He was selling pizzas just before high ticket sales, and he's only 24, 23 or 24, but he was like 22 when he came into the high ticket space, selling pizzas to making just under $100,000 in commissions. $100,000. And look, it's not as if like he's special or anything. He saw it work with me. He was willing, he was ready, he was coachable, and he just went to work. And this is what I say to everybody, man. You have to be a bit loopy. Like, look, you have to be a bit crazy. You've got to trick your mind into believing that it's possible. Because some of you guys still, right now, don't think it's possible for you guys. And look, as you guys can probably see right now, there's a few different faces on the calls, over here right now. These are people that I've seen, with some promise, turning up to, the live trainings. They've been active, in watching the content, studying the content, showing that they've changed, showing they've developed, showing they've improved. And this is why they're on the call over here today, because I want to spend some time here today. I want to show you guys what it's like to get trained and coached and developed and what I do. So look, everyone has their own story, by the way. Now I'm gonna get some of the guys to share some of their stories, and I'm gonna show you guys how they can not only share their story as well and get it across within like 45 to 60 seconds. We're not going to have them give like, 3 to 6 minute testimonials. It's just a short intro into like who they are, because you may also, it's okay if you go over 60 seconds, but don't kill it. But it's also to show you guys watching in, like, these people are no different to you guys. Now, and look, one thing I do take pride in is I've helped people from all walks of life, different countries, different backgrounds, different ages, people that nobody used to give a chance to. And we've helped them, and it's through the grace of God. It's not me. I've just given my 2 cents. I've trained them, developed them through my content that's available on the YouTube channel right now. So if this is your first time here and watching the Closers University, I don't know where the hell you've been for the past five. Well, the Closers University has been running for a few years. So if you haven't already, hit the like button. As everybody says, hit like and subscribe. I never even thought in my wildest dreams I'd be ever saying hit like and subscribe. But here we are. Look, man, crazy things can happen, man. You just need to think it's possible. The moment you think it here and you believe it here, things start to change. And some of us have been so caught up in just life that we're like, oh, can this really happen for me? Can I really change my situation? And I promise you it can. And I'm going to take it upon myself to show you guys examples of it happening for you. Now, you guys can probably see like 8, 9, 10 faces on the screen right now. You guys are going to see, just as I did 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I used to do Zoom calls with like 30, 40 people. If you look at my old lives and look at the people on those Zoom calls and look at them now, tens of thousands of dollars later, some of them have made consistent 5 to 10 to 20 grand a month. I'm going to do the exact same with the bunch of people that I'm going to be having on live Zooms, throughout the course of these lives. So look, if you're looking at this for the first time, I'd really buckle up, because I'm going to be teaching you guys how to, earn the $10,000 a month minimum, earn $20,000 a month minimum, because it's possible. We've done it umpteen times over. So without further ado, we've got a couple of people on the call over here. If you can just unmute yourself, and we'll start from Lee, and just tell us, where you're from, what your background is, and what attracted you to the high ticket sales space.
Hi everyone, my name is Lee. I'm from London. I've got quite an extensive background in trying different entrepreneurial ventures, and that's actually exactly what attracted me to the high ticket space. I've known Jabran for probably 8 years now, and I know that his goal many years ago was to make £20,000 a month, and I literally watched him do that in front of my eyes. And I saw it as a way of kind of living somewhat a life of freedom. Yes, working hard, but having flexibility and building a life by design more so than working hard and making not enough money and scraping to get by. So that's really what attracted me to it. But obviously, watching Jabran and the Closers University was the proof in the pudding for me.
Awesome. What's your reason why, Lee? Let's get it out there.
My reason why used to be nice things and living a good quality of life, which it still is, but really my reason why is to show my son the world. So I would like to be able to educate him in a less traditional way, obviously still go to school, but to show him different destinations, different cultures, and just experience living life more so than, like I said, life, living, us living and then getting to the end of the year and going, what have we done and what have we experienced this year?
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing. We have Naz Parveen. Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and why you're here? You're muted, Naz. You need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, lovely. My name is Nazia. I'm a buyer in the NHS. I play a key role in supporting frontline services. My responsibilities include sourcing and evaluating suppliers, managing contracts, purchasing orders. I have been in the sales for 15 years, particularly within the skincare and beauty. I'm a very motivated sales professional, skilled and understanding customer needs, communicating value customers, closing sales while maintaining trust and loyalty. I'm very results driven. I'm very confident. I love hitting targets. I'm very coachable. I'm very determined. I'm massive on self development. I want to be the best version of myself. And I'm just really honored and appreciating that I'm being coached by the best closer in the world, Jabran Khan. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, that was a great introduction. I thought Nazia was applying for a role. So, guys, if anyone's needing a closer or a setter or a high ticket sales pro, I think Nazia has done it already. Thank you so much for sharing. And look, that in itself, guys, was a brilliant introduction. Like one thing stood out to me, and this is what I'm going to go into as well, as in she's got 15 years of experience in sales across a number of industries. you know, um, that stood out to me from a lot of things that she said. There's a few other things. Obviously, we're going to tweak things and all that and whatever, because, and I'm going to go into detail with all of that, but I'm not going to say it right now because there's a number of you guys that are going to give your introductions as well. But Nazia, thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you.
We have Tom Roberts, my good old pal. Okay, guys, just know where the mute button is, right? So let's not kill like 10, 15 seconds. Look at this amateur. He can't even click unmute. He's playing hard to get. But don't
I
worry.
had one job.
There we
Jesus,
go.
sorry about that. Hi, everyone. My name's Tom Roberts. I have been in the sales industry now for 20 years, working across a number of different niches. My most recent is I've run a Volkswagen car dealership. I've been doing that for now for around 10 years. I met Super Jabran Khan in our repping days when we were youngsters. So we're cut from the same cloth. I've had a bit of introduction into high ticket, mainly in the Forex space, but I'm learning, kind of improving myself. That's why I joined Jabran. I'm massive on kind of coaching, being developed. I want to take myself, my family to the next level. That's my reason why. And I'm looking forward to learning as much as physically possible. Massively coachable, extremely hungry, and ready for the next stage.
Hungry are you, Tom?
I am starving.
I love it. And Tom, so I want to put, because me and Tom, we've known each other for a long time, and like as he says, we're cut from the same cloth. We literally are, man. We went through. The only thing I can describe it like is I don't know if you guys ever watched X Factor on TV. And we literally went through like X Factor auditions just to work for a company called Thomas Cook. And boy, was that hard. Like that was solid. Like you'd spend one day. Imagine like a normal interview is just like a normal, like a conversation or whatever. You give your application. This was nothing like that. The moment you filled in the application, which was a long application, and there was like videos and whatever, and then the moment you land on one day, they make you go through like several tasks. You'll do one task, and there's like hundreds of people in the room, and they'll give you one task. You do the task amongst your group or wherever you're with, depending on what kind of task it is, and then they'll okay, everybody come sit back down, and they'll just read a bunch of names. Now we don't know where we're going or what's happening. They'll read a bunch of names and they'll split the people that they've called out or the people that they haven't called out. They'll either keep them in the room or leave them in the room. They'll always be switching it out. So there was huge suspense. We don't know where we were going. And then they'll take us to another room and they'll be like, oh, okay, you're on to the next round. And then the next round, they'll do the same, but then this time they won't call the names out of the people that they're going through. Oh my God, that was the most stressful and
Rest. Yeah.
it was the fact that we went through all of that. That's what I know, man. Like if you're a holiday rep and you're looking at the high ticket sales space, let me tell you guys, as a holiday rep, we earn pennies. We literally earn pennies. We earn like €2, €3 maximum. per trip that we sold. And it was hard. It was hard. Here, guys, you can make thousands per sale. And just knowing the skill, because look, and I say this to everybody, this all the skills and all the jobs. Sometimes, we go through life and we're doing certain jobs and we're doing like sales jobs, or we're doing customer service jobs, or we're doing something totally different, like teaching or whatever. And you're like, well, why am I not getting my breakthrough and whatever? And then like the moment, like the what happened for me was the moment I came into the high ticket sales space, I was like, oh my God, all those jobs that I had, all I was getting the training there. I'm now picking up the money for it over here. And that's what happened with me, man. I'm nothing special. I've probably had the same jobs as some of all you guys looking at all of this. But it's like, when you've done all the training and you've done all the development and you've done all the mistakes and everything, and it's only when you come to the high ticket sales space you actually get paid your worth. Like, where the hell could you get, like, you have one conversation and you can make a few £100 or a few $100 or a few $1,000. This is what happens in the high ticket space. So look, Tom, thank you very much for sharing that. Now, look, bro, tell me, like, what's your goal here? Like, do you want to stay where you're at, or in the country, or the job? Like, what's the actual goal here?
Yeah, so my goal, Jabs, is to move my family to Spain. I want to go remote high ticket sales full time. So I'm just looking for that opportunity, that solid offer. That's going to take us there.
The
That's why I'm
closer
here.
or a setter or whatever. What are you looking for?
Whatever. I mean, I'd like to be a closer. However, I'm happy to do both.
Very good. And look, this is key, guys. Look, he knows. I know Tom is a closer, but he's prepared to even go in as a setter, crush it, and then become a closer, whatever. And this is different, guys, because most people, they're like, oh no, I want to be a closer and I'm not going to do setting, or I'm going to do setting and I'm not going to do this. And like, this is not being hungry. So, when Tom says he's not hungry, he's starving. This is what I'm saying to you, man. We are cut from the same cloth. I had 20 plus years of experience in sales, and I started off as a setter because I was just like, I just want to get into the door. I'll show them what I'm about. And that's what it takes. That's what you call a hungry lion. Some people just call themselves hungry lions, and they're hungry and whatever, but like they don't know what it means to be hungry, what it means to be coachable. Like, I know who Tom is. I know I'll put him on any offer and he'll go and crush it because I know what he brings to the table. Thank you so much, Tom, for sharing. And look, any of you guys watching, take a leaf out of his book. He doesn't only just say it, he's willing to do it as well. I know for a fact. I put on Tom, and look, right after this Zoom call, this live call, I promise you, Tom, like, there's clients looking at this live right now that are gonna look at this live after this call. They're gonna want to hire him straight away. I know it. And I'm a multi eight figure, sales pro. What I've generated over 100 million, over my whole career. But like, I specialize in building multiple sales teams doing multiple millions a month. I've worked with thousands of sales pros, so I know a sales pro when I see them. And these are the qualities that you want to look for, guys. You want to have and you want to embody. So you don't only just say, oh, I'm hungry and I'm coachable. You actually understand it. It's all good saying it one thing, and yeah, you probably sound all great to land the role. But and this is what I was talking to the guys off camera earlier. It's like, you can say all the right things because look, salespeople, they're good at talking the good talk. You can, oh, I'm great and I'm hungry and I'm this and I'm that. But when it comes to the crunch, it's a whole total different ball game. Like right now, I have opportunities on the table where I can place 150, 200 to 300 people right now on a roll. A matter of fact, okay, right in front of me. It's on a minimum 3K offer that pays between 10 and 22%. It's a phone sales role. It's a full-time role, so you can't do it part-time. The company just wants full-time people, but maybe we can adjust things. And it's to do warm outbound. So the clients have already purchased from the company. It's within the fitness niche, the supplement offer. They've already purchased. You're just calling them to, probably buy more of what they purchased. or an upsell or a cross sell, and you get paid between 10 and 22%. Now imagine it, like it's insane. Like there's so many offers out there, guys. Like Ravi, most of you guys know Ravi Abuvala, who I've done some work with. He just reached out to me today, actually. Like, so there's loads of clients out there that want good salespeople. They want great salespeople. They want hungry, coachable, motivated people. But don't only just say it, embody it. And really, really understand what I'm saying. You need to embody it. Like, and how do you embody this, guys? Like you're like, oh, I'm hungry and I'm coachable. I have a strong reason why. You know why I'm telling you guys to share your reason why? Because you know when your why is that strong enough, then you best believe you're turning up. You're turning up with the fire. You'll be willing. Like my reason why was to retire my parents, to help the poor, to help my family members. And I remember, man, you know, when I wasn't able to do this, and every night I used to cry myself to sleep, thinking about retiring my parents, thinking about doing. I used to watch, like, you know, you see the videos on, TikTok and Instagram about people doing random acts of kindness to strangers, as in buying them groceries or, you know, just tipping X amount on, like, just doing good things and randomly surprising people. I swear to God, I used to cry watching those videos that one day I'm going to do that. One day when I have enough money, or one day when I get money, I'm going to do that. And I never had money for a large portion of my life. It's only 2021 where I got my real breakthrough. And if it's happened for me, it can happen for you guys. But how did it happen for me? Every single day I went to work on myself. Every single day I thought about my reason why. Because my reason why to what I wanted to do wasn't about me. It was about my father. It was about others. And every day I wasn't able to get a step closer to my reason why. I would cry myself to sleep, as in, what did you do today to retire your dad? What did you do today to help X, Y, and Z? And you've got to physically, you have to, like, mentally, you've got to vision it. You've got to envision it. And I promise you, man, have big dreams and have, big goals. Picture yourself achieving those goals, because the moment your mind is now working on overtime, like if you imagine you've pictured yourself going up to your parents or going up to your wife or your partner, your family, and like, you know what, guys, pack your bags. Like Tom, like imagine, like I don't know, we're in February, right? Like 2-3 months from now, you rocking up to your wife and be like, hey babes, guess what? I've just bought a place in Spain. I've got 6 figures in the bank, and we're moving to Spain. Like, just imagine her. Like, what? Are you crazy? Like, as it really? It's happened. Like, imagine doing that, bro.
Next level. Yeah, yeah. That's the dream. That's the focus. It's on my wall here. That's what I look at every day.
How much money, bro? How much money do you need to have in the bank for you to leave the job and just go straight to Spain?
200,000 would be nice.
So until you have £200,000 in the bank account, you're not going to leave to go Spain.
No.
So we need probably, like, look, there's closers that I've made 50 grand a month, 60 grand a month, 70 grand a month, 100 grand a month. Do I really believe Tom can do that? 1,000,000%. I'm telling you guys, Tom can do 50K a month, easy. My brother, who's 23, he doesn't have half, he doesn't have a fraction of the sales experience Tom has. If he can make consistent 40 to 70K a month, let me tell you, Tom can do it. And I'm telling you guys, it's possible. Now, some of you guys probably don't need 200 grand. Some of you guys probably just need 10 grand a month and you're good. 5 grand a month. I don't know what that number is. We have Margaret. Margaret, why don't you introduce yourself, since you've got yourself unmuted?
Good evening from Nigeria. I'm excited to be here this day. I am Margaret. I'm currently based in Nigeria. I am an appointment setter with over 7 years sales experience across marketing, event sales, and real estate. In my previous roles, I was responsible for generating leads, nurturing customer relationship. I led marketing campaigns that boosted brand visibility, and I also handled high volume customer interaction. I am someone who is always ready to learn, take action, and I thrive in a performance-based environment. I am someone who also take ownership on about our results. My goal is to help businesses scale while building meaningful relationships that convert to lasting clients. I am into sales because I love money and I love to connecting with people and create solutions to whatever they need as a salesperson. Thank you.
So much. So Margaret, are you currently in a role?
Not yet.
Okay. Are you a phone setter or a DM setter?
I am actually looking for a DM setter, but I can actually do both.
Okay, you can do both. Okay, great. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. We have Riyadh. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, my name's Riyadh Islam. I've got a decade's worth of experience in networking and sales, and I actually have a decade and a half's worth of experience in public speaking and performing. I've been in the online space for the last 4 years. I've sold thousands of dollars worth of packages in the financial industry, and I came across this amazing opportunity with Jabran Khan through my father, who actually did many years together in network marketing. I'm someone who's very starving. In fact, I am a starving lion. Um, and I actually found this in a very dark place in my life where everything came crashing down. I was drowning in a lot of debt. I broke and um, I ruined a lot of relationships. I was in a very bad place, and I used to also cry myself to sleep as well every single night. But I realized there has to be a change now. You know, I've got goals and dreams to do hijrah, to move to the Emirates or Saudi, and provide for my family how I never could do before. So I'm very excited and I'm very coachable, and I just want to be number one. I want to smash this game and be number one, making 100K a month, inshallah. And I acknowledge that I have to start from the bottom, but I am only at the bottom to make sure I shoot up to the top like a rocket. That's me.
Bro, good, bro. Thank you so much for sharing. And you know what's crazy? It's crazy, man. You know when they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, like this guy sounds just like his dad because he's grown up. His dad was his mentor, who was also my mentor. And it's crazy, man. It's so important, for those of you that have kids, you guys need to do this for your kids as well, because your kids, as they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Like this guy is literally a duplicate of his dad. And look, when he says he's hungry, he's coachable. Why do you think these people are on the call over here today? Because for their own reasons. Because I've seen something in them that I know that, eventually, if not now, but eventually they'll get to their goals. Because I see it in them. Now, and sometimes you do need a coach, man. Like, why do you think boxers and UFC fighters and all sorts and all these sports and athletes and whatever, they need coaches? Because the coaches can see what they can't see. Why do you think a boxer always goes back to the corner, or like a UFC fighter, and they have the coach speaking to them, telling them, coaching them, mentoring them? Because they can see what they can't see. And I see it, with Riyadh. I see someone that's hungry. I see like a younger version of me within him. I see someone that's hungry, coachable, determined. This guy will do 18-hour shifts. I know it. And you know what? There's so many companies out there that are waiting to hire the likes of you. Like they're waiting to hire you. You just need to get yourself in front of them. And that's what we're going to be working on. Like what we've been doing, outside of this on your intro video. We've been getting your intro. Because look, guys, the first thing, look, I have great salespeople on this call over here right now. So if some of you guys are, on offers or whatever that are looking over here, like I have hundreds of these guys. I'm going to be placing on offers, and I know these guys are going to do millions, in revenue for their clients. Now, I know Riyadh is hungry, he's coachable, he's determined, he's cleared his diary, and he's ready to go all in. There's probably some of you guys that are looking over here right now, like, oh my God, like I can relate. Like Riyadh, how old are you? Like Riyadh's not even 20 years old. I believe, like, how old are you?
I turned 20 a few months ago.
20. No more teenage dirtbag. He's 20. Bloody hell. Like, guys, He's 20. It took me, I think, how old was I? I think I was like 31 or 32 when I don't even know, man. I'm freaking so old. I have to remind myself, I'm freaking 38 now. It is crazy. 30 bloody 8. He's 20 years old and he's seeing the high ticket space. Oh my
20
Lord.
already.
And he's
20 already.
that's look how blessed you are, bro. Not only are you 20, you also are in a group like the masterclass group has got over 150 people in there. The closest universities is over like 1,000 people. You're in a community with people on the same journey as you that are probably 100 steps ahead of you, some are 1,000 steps ahead of you that you can learn, grow, and develop from. But more importantly, you're being coached now and developed by not only your dad, but then someone that's in the high ticket space that's already walked the walk that you're about to walk. Like, look how thankful you need to first of all be to God. Allah, like, you know, that to be in this position. Because so many people, man, so many people want to be in this position, but they don't know nothing about it. And the reason why I'm spending time with all of you guys on the call here today, guys, is because I've seen you guys put the work in. I've seen you guys actively listen to the lives on, on YouTube. I've seen you guys leave your takeaways, your detailed takeaways on your learnings on what you're seeing on YouTube. I've seen all of this. And I'm like, you know what? I can see this person growing and developing because look, man, what I'm teaching you is not rocket science. If you just watch it, you listen to it, and you internalize it, and you make physical notes, you type up the notes as well, and you post them, this is repetition. Guess what? Then it's going to register and it's registering. And I'm telling you, right, like, look, you've heard the people speak. Everyone eventually is going to start sounding like me. And look, I've done multiple six figures a month. Like, you guys just need to do 10. Like, who would be happy? Like, look, who would be happy with at least on the low end and just to begin with 20 grand a month? Who would be happy with 20 grand a month?
20 grand a month.
That's
That's
like
all
10.
me.
That's not even 10. That's like 5% of what Jabran was doing when he was like out closing. 5%.
Bro,
Not
you
even 5%.
can't talk like that. You're
I'm
gonna block.
ready.
So you all, like, this should be like, this should go send shockwaves to everybody, by the way. Everybody watching the live over here right now, you only have to be 5% of what Jabran was. Just 5%. So not a half of what Jabran is or 10%, 5%. And you've unlocked £20,000 a month. But guess what needs to happen? The current you need to let go of. The current you need to let go of. So you can't talk. You can't talk like the way you're talking or you used to talk. You've got to start talking like, because look, this is one of my, and I'm repeating this again, but the quicker my words come out of your mouth, the quicker my kind of income is going to be in your bank. The quicker my words and actions come out of you, the quicker my income is going to be in your bank. So if we just make that decision that, you know what? I just need to step up. I need to grow. I need to develop. If we just have this in mind, I promise you things are gonna go up. So, okay, so I wanna quickly go on to the next one. Riyadh, stop posting in the Zoom chat because the comments are popping up and I'm getting distracted. It's like my temperature of my body is rising. I'm like, what the hell, man? What are you doing to me? The bloody room temperature. I need to turn my heater off. It's making my temperature go high. Okay, we have Fahmida Lily. Go for it. Where are you dialing in from, first of all? Where are you calling us from?
I'm from Bangladesh. Hi everyone, my name is Fahmida Lili. I'm from Bangladesh and I have been in this space 6 months. I'm a DM setter and thanks to Allah that I found Jabran brother because I was lost. I was looking for the right direction. There I can learn and grow and I find the community. I'm grateful and yeah. And I'm hungry to learn whatever it takes to. And today, this call, I'm little bit nervous because this is my first live call with
Don't be nervous.
so
You don't
many
need to be
people.
nervous. You're not nervous. You're doing fine. Okay, thank you so much, Fahmida. Look, and Fahmida, thank you so much. You can mute yourself now. Fahmida is someone that I've seen on the Closers University, whether it's in the WhatsApp groups, whether it's in the live channels, constantly following foot on what I'm saying. You know, like you go through all the YouTube videos, all of these guys that you see on the call over here right now, these guys have been leaving detailed takeaways. They're learning what I'm talking about and they're actually implementing them as well. You know, whether it's a DM setter, like I know Fahmida, if we put Fahmida on a roll and like the client wants her to send 300 messages a day, I know Fahmida's going to send 500. I just know it. She's going to go above and beyond the call of duty because these people have embodied what we talk about. And this is what we have, man. You know, we have DM setters. So look, imagine, I don't know, you're a housewife or a house husband. You just like staying at home. You got like 16 kids that you need to look after, and like your life's pretty hectic and it's pretty busy. So you know you can't be on the phone constantly, or you can't take Zoom calls. But can you like do this? Can you message people? Can you just confirm and just send messages and follow up with people? If you can do this, you'll make this. Look, guys, if you can do this, you can make this. Now, maybe you're from India, maybe from Bangladesh, maybe from Pakistan, Nigeria, Africa. I don't care where you're from. If you can communicate in English via messages, send messages and outreach to people and follow up with them, guess what? Now, you can make on the low end, let's just say you only made $3,000. $3,000 just in Pakistan alone is like puts you at the top, like, I don't know, 10% of income earners. Just $3,000 a month. It's insane. Now, you guys are probably in countries where you like $3,000. Like it's insane. Most people are probably not even earning. Like I know in Pakistan, people, if they earn $100 a month, they make okay money. If they make $200 a month, they're making good money. If they make $300-400 a month, they're making great money. Guys, over here in the high ticket sales space, people from these countries, if they just close one deal, let's just say Fahmida is a DM setter and she messages someone, she's working with an influencer, she's responding to their messages, like people are reaching out to them via DM. So Fahmida's in the inbox, she's messaging them, she books them on a call, and the influencer takes the call and they buy the influencer's $20,000 package. Now, on $20,000, Fahmida's commission is 5%. 5% of $20,000, if my maths is not correct or incorrect, is $1,000. 5% of, yeah, 5% of 20,000 is $1,000. What did Fahmida have to do? Did she have to jump out of her bed and go to an office and, you know, go on a train and go and get in a car, whatever, go where? No. She just wake up in her bed. She could have just stayed in bed and just message. She just messaged someone. She didn't even leave her house. She just needed some internet and a good connection on her phone. She sent some messages. She followed up with them, make sure they got on the call. And in her doing that, and because the package was $20,000, Fahmida has made $1,000. Let's just say the package wasn't $20,000. The package could be 50,000 and 100,000 as well. I've had DM setters make some crazy money, like absolute crazy money. Imagine there was a DM setter that got 5% on $100,000 package that I closed. So I closed $100,000 and the DM setter made 5%. This is on Rudy Mauer's offer, the guy in red. $100,000. What's 5% of $100,000, guys? 5 grand. One conversation. Imagine all month you worked, and you know what? You never got no deals, but you got that one $5,000 commission. For some people in certain countries, that's like five. Even if they got that for the 5 months, that's great money. But look, there's big money to be made in in here. But let's just say it wasn't 100 grand or a 50 grand. Let's just say it was a 10 grand offer. 10 grand offer, and they got $500 per close. And all they were doing was sending messages. Just sending messages. You may be a housewife and you've got all the kids and everything, and you're too distracted to do anything, but you can send a few messages. You can follow up as and when you can. 5% on 10 grand is $500. How many of those deals do you need in 30 days to make 5 grand on the side, part-time, just doing some messages? What if you're a closer? Minimum you're getting is 10%, but you're doing a video call like this. Maybe you got some time on your hand, like Riyadh, he's got some time on his hand and he's taking those Zoom calls. Okay, let's move on to Shanzay.
Hi, can you hear me?
No, Wes, we can hear you.
Great. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shanzi. I am from Pakistan. I am currently a fourth year design student. I've been dealing with people over 5 years now as an ESL teacher. I've helped them communicate better. I've had conversations with people ranging from the ages of 4 all the way up to 70, from different professional backgrounds, whether it's a fourth grader or a lawyer or an army colonel. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. And I have also been working as a designer for the past 2 years now, handling clients, handling objections, and for the past few months, I've been learning from you frameworks that have allowed you. Sorry. I have been learning from you frameworks that have allowed you to generate income from zero all the way up to 30 million in just 6 months. I am hungry, I am motivated. My reason why I would say is to be able to change my family's trajectory, to retire my parents and to be able to, afford a living without having to work for the rest of your lives. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. So Shanzay, you're a design student. How would you be able to take on a full-time role? Let's just say as a phone setter.
Okay. So I have been working as an ESL teacher, and for that role, you also have to work during the EST timings. And I've been training. So like you mentioned, over the past couple of years, whatever you're doing is basically training you for the role that you are in right now. So I believe that what I've been doing for the past couple of years has trained me for this offer right now, and I am ready to do that. Yeah, I'm ready to do that.
Would you be able to juggle it with your studies?
Yes, sir.
How would you be able to juggle it with your studies?
Yes, because I can work after like I'm done from university after like 6 p.m. I can work.
How many hours could you work in a day on a DM setting role?
I believe so I can work from 6 to 12.
6 hours a day minimum. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Look, the reason why I'm asking this, guys, thank you so much, Shanzay, because
you're
these are
welcome.
some of the questions that certain clients are going to have, like, oh, she has a full-time, she's in full-time education, how long is she in full-time education for? Oh, but like she sounds well, she can speak well, but how much time can she commit? These are some objections some of the clients may have. So what do you want to do when you're giving your intro to them or you're speaking to them? I would first of all get on a call with them first. So I wouldn't give too much away about myself, because look at it like this. Think about, when we see movie trailers, do the trailers give all the information away about like who the villain is, who the hero is, and who what's gonna happen and who's gonna eat what, and how is this gonna die and that person's gonna, they don't give all of that. They just give, like, just enough for you to want to know more, want to see more. So you, with your intros, when you're gonna speak to clients, you just tell them, like, look, my name's Shanze. I've got this much years of experience. I won't even you don't even need to go into like, oh, I'm from this country or that country, because what if like they're like, oh, but maybe what if you put it in an application? Oh, like I'm from this country. Maybe the person looking at it, not that the business owner, but maybe the HR person looking at the application. Oh no, we're not going to take this person because they're from this country. Oh, we're not going to take this because, oh, she's a student. Oh, they will like, so you want to like give enough for them to be interested and engaged, but you don't want to give so much that maybe they can, because what I would want you to do is, get them interested, get them engaged, and have them wanting to know more. And once you're on the call with them, you tell them, look, I could do this many hours. Don't worry about that. Like, my goal is to leave my job. The moment I get a couple of paychecks from you guys, I'm putting that behind me. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna work from 7 p.m. until whatever it takes. That's fine. I'll sacrifice on some sleep. No problem. Man, heck, if I can make, money instead of sleeping, you best believe I'm going to cut down on sleep. Like, look, let me tell you my philosophy was, because look, some people are going to have these objections, just so you guys know. So you know what you say? Like, look, no, look, and this is what I not only want you to say, guys, but actually make it a part of you as well. Now, look, some people say to me, Jabran, you're crazy, but we need sleep and whatever. I'm like, listen to me. If you just slept 8 hours a day, the average lifespan, like right now, they say it's about 75. Let's just say you lived to 75 and you slept 8 hours a day. Do you know you would have slept for a third of your life? Because what's 8 hours out of 24? It's a third. And they're saying, like, the average life expectancy, let's just say you live till 75. You're sleeping 8 hours a day. So 25 years of your life you'd have spent sleeping. When I found that out, I was like, what the flip? I'm wasting my life. So what holiday repping, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really conditioned us to, like, forget sleep. We used to sometimes go for like 2 days without sleeping. So what I started doing when I was closing, when I was like in my like closing full time, not managing, just well, actually I was managing as well, but I would work sometimes. Anyway, minimum I'd work is 14 hours. Minimum in a day, 14 hours. Now, of course, I got my wife on board and everything or whatever. I told her, hey, listen, every 90 days, you just tell me what you want. Just leave me alone for 90 days. I'll give you a few hours on a Sunday or whatever, or one of the days of the weekend or whatever. We'll go for a little meal or whatever. We'll do shopping or whatever. But I'm going ham in this because I need to change mine and our lives. I'm doing this for you and our daughter and our family. She's very supportive, like very supportive. And this is one of the reasons why I was able to do 14, 16, 18-hour days. And I would sleep less during the week and one of the days in the week. I'd pick one day where it's just a complete lion. I'm waking up when I'm waking up. There's no alarm clock or whatever. So I'll have an alarm clock for certain hours and whatever. But then that was it. I would start, like, sometimes I'd start work at 10 a.m. and I'd go to sleep at like 5, 6 a.m. or 4 a.m., 3 a.m. But this is what I done. Now look, and I'd just have that one day in the week to just recharge all my batteries. And look, you only have to do that for, like, like how Tom has that 200K goal. Man, like, imagine you just have to do this. Like, you just have to sacrifice, like, football. Like, look, for those of you that don't know, I was a registered boxer and licensed boxer as well. I had English, British, European medals. I was going to turn pro. I gave up everything. Everything. And I used to love going out with my friends and meals and out and all. I gave up everything going up, like everything. I gave up everything and I was like, I'm gonna go all in. It's either now or never. I don't want to look back 5 years, 10 years from now and be in the same position. Because look, let me tell you something. If you think, like, I want you to think about, like, your life 5 years ago. Just have a look at your life 5 years ago. And if you feel like, what, nothing's really changed. My income is like roughly around about the same, maybe a few hundred, pounds or dollars more or whatever, or, a bit more or whatever, but like nothing's really changed. And I'm still the same. Guess what? If nothing changes right now, drastically, guess what? The next 5 years are going to be exactly the same. So if nothing changes now, the next 5 years are going to be the same as the last 5 years. This is why when I'm working with you guys, I'm hard on you guys. Some of you guys are watching this live and you're not even engaged. Some of you guys are super engaged. And I keep an eye out on every person that's attending the live, that are commenting in the comments, that are liking the videos, that are just engaged. It's these people that I give my time to. Because I'm like, you know what? These guys are invested. And some of you guys, I don't know, man. I was looking at some people like posting, one of the tasks that I had in one of the WhatsApp groups that I'm in, the masterclass group, I was getting everybody to share their reasons why and their stories and their little introductions and whatever. And I was watching people, they were watching all of everybody share their stories and whatever, but nobody was like even just sending a little like, never mind a heart or like, I love it and whatever. Like nobody, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, are you paying for the likes or the hearts or whatever? Like, why are people being so stingy? And this is the thing, we're so focused on ourselves. Like, we don't even want to put positive vibes out. We're just so stingy. Some people will just watch my content. Like I swear, there's some people that have watched my content. There's probably hundreds of them. They've watched my content. They've made money from my content. They've got the results. I don't even need them to come say thank you to me, no problem. And they're absolute ghosts on my YouTube channel, like to me or whatever. And I find out from other people that, oh yeah, they came from the closest university. I'm like, I don't even know who they are. Like because it's, look, I'm doing this right now. This live is for free. This coaching is for free. I don't want anything back from you guys. I'm doing it for what? With my relationship with God. So when I'm in front of him, one day I can be like, look, this is what I did to serve humanity, to help people. I not only won on my own, I went out to help other people. But some of us are just so focused on ourselves. Guess what? You're just going to stay by yourself. Until you love for your brother and your sister what you love for yourself, in my, like, they say in our religion as well, say in Christianity, you're not a believer until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. If you want to do well, support one another, man. Reach out to one another, help and support one another. If you feel like, look, there's certain people like, that just so many companies, so many sales coaches or whatever, all they want to do is just charge money for. And it's okay. I had a paid coaching program as well, and I'm probably going to launch my one-on-one high ticket closing program later. But that's fine. But like some people just want to make money. There's some people are just so broke, all they have is just money. And like it's not money. Money is not everything. Like, you know what I love doing? I love proving people wrong. I love helping people that people give no chances to. I love helping people that that really want to help themselves, but they're not in a financial position to probably pay for coaching or whatever. Some people call me crazy. And I'm like, you know what? You can call me crazy and whatever. And I know, man. I know. I don't need people to tell me, Jabran, people only pay attention when they pay. I freaking know it. Like I can look at the live right now. There's like 50 odd people, 46 people, whatever it is on there right now. There's meant to be 150 because there was 150 people that signed up and messaged me and nagged me to be part of the masterclass. Nagged me. And only a third of them are on there right now, including the guys on the live right now, because they got it for free. And look, I know about, people not just really bothered when they haven't paid anything. When they're financially invested, I know all of this. But you know what? I know there's a handful of people. Look, the people that are on this live call here right now, these guys showed up. And there's people off this live call as well that I'm going to be bringing on another call as well. I know these guys, they just want an opportunity. They're hungry. They just want an opportunity. And I'm going to get you guys that opportunity. But without further ado, Iyad was someone that really impressed me as well. So you can unmute yourself, bro. He was someone that really impressed me. And I want people to hear about, your story, Iyad, and what your reason why is and what you're looking for.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm an ambitious 19-year-old. My name is Mohammad Yad, and I'm based in India. And I'll give you a very clear, concise picture of what I bring to the table, right? So I've spent my fair time in the trenches. I started off with a DM setting offer, and I was just sending like cold DMs completely with no sort of hope of them even replying. And I picked up like follow-ups, I picked up speed to lead from there. And I was like, every single thing, every single opportunity that's out there, it's not gonna wait for someone else to, you can't just wait for someone else to bring it to you. You have to be the one who gets it yourself. So I picked up that from there. Then I got onto a hybrid role. So it was like closing plus setting. And a lot of people, man, like they say that, when you're from India, it's like you shouldn't be given a chance because you have this sort of accent. And I just want to prove them wrong, man. Because it's us Indians, right, who get this sort of rejection. It's us people from third world countries who get these sort of rejections from every single offer out there. That makes us much more stronger with our mindset, with our skill set. And so exactly, that's one thing that I'm very passionate about. And as for my reason why is because a lot of the times I see like my mom, she wants to buy something, but she considers before she buys something because she wants to buy for her family first. And she's done that for me. like multiple times, and I don't like seeing her that way. So that's like one of the biggest reasons I, just really want to
Your mom,
succeed
bro.
in
Like,
life.
I want you to picture something that your mom would really love. But let's put it out there. What would you love to do? What would you want to love to do for your mom that maybe she's dreamt about, but financially it's like a little obstacle?
And I just want her to go to like a vacation like Europe or something and just buy whatever she wants, just any
Bro,
dress she.
done. Look, Ayan, as I said to you guys, look, there's people on this call over here right now that I'm really impressed with. And I call these guys A players. A players in their own rights, in their own roles. And look, Ayan, I know you can crush it, bro. I need you to just follow foot on what I'm saying. And you've done so far. And I'll put you on an offer, bro. I will put you on an offer. Look, if something look, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Look, first of all, confidence is a freaking act. Confidence. Uh, the reason why I'm laughing is, yeah, I don't know. It's from a little clip where the guy says, "Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something." I don't know where it's from, but I've heard it somewhere, and that just came to my mind. Let me tell you something. Look, confidence is an act. Let me tell you a story of mine. I was in year seven, and I was messing around. It was bloody drama studies, and we all had to prepare for our lesson, and then all of a sudden, towards the end of the lesson, we had to go perform. And obviously, I wasn't preparing. I was messing around. Just as like people are messing around in my masterclass. They give me all this long story of like, Jabran, I want to retire my parents. I want to do this, and I'm willing to do this, and I'm willing to do that. I do a freaking like, guys. Just an hour of my time is a minimum. I like it's actually more than £2,000. But like, let's just say on the low end, £500. I just feel generous or whatever, and I'll do it 500. Like an hour with me is £500, and I'm giving you guys my time. And there's people that are like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm busy. Oh, I've got this and I've got that, and I purposely gave some people like I think it's like 5 days notice that I'm gonna be going live at this time. But again, some people don't they say they want it, but they don't want it. They say they do, but they don't want it. And I remember my teacher, man, and she was like, "Okay, Jabran, you've got a lot to talk about, and you've been really preparing. You can go up first." And oh my god, man, I remember that point. I remember I was in year seven. It was 1999. It was like 7th or 8th of September, Small Heat School in Birmingham, Mrs. Lovenbury. Oh my days. And she was known for giving people slaps on the bum as well. This is like back in the 90s. So it was allowed back then. Obviously, it's not allowed now. And I remember her giving me a few clonks as well on the back when we were messing around on the stairs. So I was like, oh man, I'm going to get battered today. But then as I'm walking up, and I'm like, you know what? She doesn't know what I'm gonna say. She doesn't know anything. You know what? Forget this. I'm not even gonna show people I'm nervous. I'm just gonna bloody act it. They just want me to do acting. I'm just gonna act like I'm confident. And I just go on and I don't know, I was just acting like Mr. Bean or whatever it was. I can't even remember. But like everybody's laughing, everybody's falling over, and like and I was breaking it. I was so nervous. But I think somebody did it on the call over here today, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so nervous." Nobody knows you're nervous. Now, I'm probably nervous going on this Zoom and doing a Zoom call and streaming it to YouTube. That's nerve-wracking as well. It's nerve-wracking speaking in front of people, but you don't say it. Dude, and I was only 11 at the time. I didn't say to myself, "Oh, you know what? I'm nervous or whatever." You know what? I just tricked my brain. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna act confident. I'm just gonna act like I know what I'm doing. And honestly, this is how I became a boxer as well. Because back then I was a very skinny kid. If you look at my old photos, I was very skinny. And you know what I used to talk myself into like believing I was just something else. Just I used to trick myself and have conversations with myself and tell myself like I'm a sick boxer. Like no one's gonna come near me. I used to talk myself, a bit like how Riyadh says, I'm a lion and I'm this and I'm gonna be number one. Like, guys, you have to say it, man. The more you say it, now like the person inside you is just your brain's now gonna work on overtime to make that come true. So the conversations you have, guys, is very important. They're very important, these conversations that you have, because these conversations will become a part of you. Now, Iyad, you mentioned about your mum, bro. Like, I want you to picture, bro, I want you to picture you walking up to your mom, going up to your mom. Let's just say 6 months from now, 3 months from now. But you could do it within 3 months. I mean, you could do it within 1 month. I mean, a holiday to Europe, it probably maximum cost you with spending money and everything. Like, let's just say $3,000. Fancy holiday, $3,000 is all it takes. Bro, you can make $3,000 in a couple of conversations in the high ticket space. So like, bro, the distance between your dreams and your reality, bro, is only a few conversations. You're only a few conversations away of doing the real, the real things that you really want to do, for your loved ones. But you know how you're gonna do it? Riyadh, you need to picture yourself going to your mom and gifting her. Like, imagine just going on, like, your travel agency, meeting your travel agents, you've got the money in your account, you've gone to a travel agent, you've booked it and everything. I need you to picture this. Because until it's not repeated over here in your mind, guys, it's not going to happen in your life. So you need to picture yourself and start planning it and everything. Maybe look at holidays. Maybe go to your travel agent and be like, look, I'm looking for a holiday to send my mom to, I don't know, somewhere in Europe, maybe Spain, like Tom. We're going to go see Tom's house. So you are now going to your travel agent, like, what's the requirement? What's the visa requirement? What about the passport? How much does the passport cost? How much does this cost? How much does that cost? How much spending money shall I give her? All of this, you've calculated it, you've walked through it, you've pictured it all. Now, just as, like, some of us, we make goals, but we don't really specify the goals. We don't picture the goals. We don't really get to terms with the goals, as in, like, this is exactly what I have to do. We just set big goals and, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make 100 grand a month, but you have no idea how you're gonna make 100 grand a month. You have no idea how you're gonna make 20 grand a month. Once he's done this, now we can start working backwards. Like, look how I just said to him, like, $3,000. Let's just say $5,000. Let's just say his mom's gonna go as well, and maybe someone else is gonna go. His mom and his dad are gonna go. Whoever gonna go. Maybe his mom's gonna take her sibling or whatever, or a friend or whatever. And it's $5,000. Now we have a number. It's $5,000. We've got the goal. We've got the dream. It's $5,000 now, and he's pictured himself doing this. Bro, I want you to picture the emotions your mom's gonna have. Like, imagine the emotions. What? My 18-year-old, 19-year-old, my kid has just gifted me this. Imagine the emotions she has, as in, like, wow, I'm going to be able to go to Europe. Imagine your mom, the feelings that she's going to have. Imagine the feelings you're going to have, bro, doing this for her. Imagine how happy it's going to. And maybe there's some of you guys on this call over here right now that want to do something for your mom or your dad or your sisters or your siblings or your wife or your partner. Imagine rocking up to them and doing that. Like, I want you to imagine it, like, and feel the feeling, because some of you guys are probably like, what is Jabran talking about? The moment you start doing that, guys, when I'm talking to you right now, picture like I'm just talking to you directly. It's just me and you in the room, and I'm talking to you directly. Imagine doing that. Imagine it. That's what, it's easy just saying, oh, imagine it. I want about actually imagine you doing this. Imagine the feeling. Man, you're going to be feeling on top of the world, and you're going to be feeling like a proud son. Like, yeah. Imagine doing it over and over. Imagine, like, going to maybe, like, the poor neighborhoods and just giving out thousands of dollars to everybody, thousands of rupees or whatever it is, and, like, just making so many people laugh and smile. Imagine just going, and, like, this is what I'm gonna, like, what, one of the things that I love doing is feeding people. Like, I just want, like, there's a lot of, like, workers where I live. Like, I'm planning on just buying like 50 pizzas, extra large pizzas, and because I know these guys don't eat pizzas or KFC or burgers or whatever, and just buying food for everybody and just blessing everybody. Like, these are the things that I just love doing. Like, imagine you guys doing that, and it's not a lot of money. It's just a lot for you right now because you haven't comprehended earning that big money. So yeah, bro, thank you so much for sharing. I want to move quickly because I want to go into, certain things that I want to go into, which will actually, the other three that are left, I'm going to go through you guys, though, but I just want to go over something with you guys. So, when we're introducing ourselves, guys, remember what I said, keep it short, sweet, and simple. You wanna ask yourself, what am I sending an intro video for? Who is the company? Who are they looking for? Now, you need to make a decision as in like what role you're going to go for. Is it a DM setter? Is it a phone setter? Or is it a closer? Now, if you're brand new in this space, now look, you just heard from Tom, who has like over 20 plus years of experience in sales. He goes, I'll even go as an appointment setter, no problem. I just want to go and make some money. So let's just say you're going for, the appointment setter role. Ask yourself, what are the, like now, if I was you guys, I would go pick out 10 appointment setting roles, job descriptions, adverts, and I would just read through them. What are they looking for? I would go speak to even managers. Well, you're speaking to one right now that manages, and I've hired and fired bloody thousands of people. I'm telling you what I'd be looking for. One of the first things I'd look for, can this person communicate clearly? Whether it's DM setting. Now, some of you guys, when you're messaging, like I do it as well. I'm guilty of it as well. But like, especially you guys, in this space, like, look, there's a lot of things that I don't fix up on. Like one of the main thing is I've got a bloody £1,000 camera that I still haven't installed, and I'm using my bloody desktop camera. Like that's me slipping. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's me. Like I should get that bloody set up. But like, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just get the message out. But I need to fix up on that. Now, some of you guys, you be sending messages and you make spelling mistakes, or you're commenting stuff, or you're writing and you make spelling mistakes. People, when they see this, are like, is this how they're gonna send my emails, my text messages, and like follow up? So we need to make sure we fix up on that. Your intro video. So there's certain things that they're going to look for. Ask yourself, okay, they want someone that's organized, that can communicate clearly, whether it's verbally or whether it's by message. Like Margaret and Fahmida, you guys are DM setters. You guys need to be on point. Like in terms of your messages, like make sure you cross-check your messages before you send and post them. So because your role is a DM setter, you're not going to be on the phone, so that's fine. Your intro video doesn't need to be that great or whatever. You need to make sure you've studied copy. Every DM setter should study copywriting as well. Selling with your words. Study copywriting. On YouTube, there's free content. Study that so you can show that you're a good appointment setter. You can sell with your words. You can follow up. Now, if you're a phone setter, they're going to be like, okay, how good is this person's English? Now, look, let's just say you're from a third world country. India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Africa, I don't know. And we have some accents. Like I have an accent. Now, what you just need to do is just model somebody that speaks English. And like with some of us, we have like, especially as Asians, we have like these strong accents as like, what are you talking about? My name is Jabran. Like, guys, now, freaking, I used to talk like that. Sometimes I do as well. Like, and my daughter does it to me. She hears me talking sometimes, and she's like, "What are you doing?" Like, we just need to fix it up a bit. You don't need to be like, "What are you doing?" We'll be like, okay, so how is okay? Tom's not. Even though Tom is mixed race as well. Tom, can you unmute yourself, please? Let's have a little bit of an English lesson. Tom,
Yes.
say just where do you work again?
Volkswagen.
How long have you been working there?
10 years.
And where are you looking to move?
Spain.
Spain. Now look how he said Spain. Now, if that was me and I was like with my Asian accent, I'm looking to move to Spain. Look, Spain and Spain. Like it's just little tweaks. Say something else, Tom. Ask me, what do I do for a living?
So, Jabran, what do you do for a living?
Look how he said, Jabran, what do you do for a living? Now, look, Tom and Lee, their English is like fine level. We just need to study some of their words or whatever. But like, it's like to us, it's fine level. Like we're freaking Asian, man. And now, look, all he said to me. Now, say it again. What do you do? Like, it's a bit more soft. As Asians and Africans, we're just like really like sometimes we're so passionate about what we do and what we say. We just give too much emphasis to the words. But look how light and soft. Now, it's all it is. It's like, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Not what do you do for a living? There's a difference. And that's what we just need. And look, like I said to you, just as confident. Thank you very much, Tom, for the ESL lesson. Big up, Tom. The difference, guys, when I said confidence is an act and you can learn it and you can copy it. Let me tell you something about the English language. Like before the English language, I was speaking my own language, which is Urdu and Pakistani. Like I'm Pakistani, I'm a British Pakistani. So for me, I learned how to speak English. Some would argue I still can't speak English, but hey ho, that doesn't matter. But at least I've changed because I'm from a lot, and I was getting this from some of my friends in Small Heath, where I'm from in Birmingham. They're like, Jabran, what's happened to your accent? I swear to God, I don't even purposely try to put on an accent, but my accent has changed ever since I've started living outside of my hometown, my home country. And you can just easily, you'll just naturally just pick it up. Now, sometimes you don't want to get really passionate, my Brummy accent comes out. It just comes out. It's just part of me. But what the point I'm trying to make to everybody is, if you have an accent, it's okay. Maybe just watch a lot of Hollywood movies, not Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood movies, a lot of American movies, and just pick out some of the way, pick out certain words and how they pronounce them. Just copy them. Hey, how you doing? Like, hey, how you doing today? Or like, some people will like they rather than like some people say hey, and some people say hello. I, a lot of people don't even, most people don't say hello anymore. But like, a lot of Asians that I've seen, they say hello, sir. Look, and you don't need to call everybody sir or madam. Like, you just don't. Like, it's just too much respect, man. And like, let me tell you, man, us English and British and freaking Americans, we're not that respectful. But like, you get it a lot in like the Filipinos. They call everybody sir and madam. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent now or whatever about accents and language and whatever and whatnot. But I was talking about your intro video. We want to keep it short. We just want to give them a trailer. You don't want to mention things on your intro video that's gonna, maybe um, stop you from getting the role. They probably think, oh no, like how Tom said to me that he works at Volkswagen right now. Um, yeah, Tom, stop vaping on the YouTube live. You can't do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna get done for violations. Um, we don't condone smoking. Like, we don't like smoking. We ban smoking. Smoking is bad for you guys. Now look, there's certain things that you probably do on like an employer probably watching like a hiring manager, if he sees Tom's video, he's going to be like, oh, but he has a full-time job. But if he says, hey, I'm willing to work any hours, I'm willing to go above and beyond the call of duty, I can put in all the hours, the moment I've picked up a couple of paychecks, this is in conversation though. So like, I wouldn't go into detail about telling them that I'm in a role right now and I'm doing this, and I'm like, just tell them a bit about you, as in who you are. So, hey, my name's Tom. I've got 20 years of experience in sales. I've worked across numerous industries. I've sold a variety of products and services. I've sold one-to-one. I've sold guys, what I'm telling you is gold, by the way. I've sold one-to-one, one-to-many. I've sold on the phone, off the phone, door-to-door, you name it. Sales is what I do. I love speaking to people. I love money. I want to make a lot of money. My goal is to leave my home country and live somewhere nice and sunny. I'm someone that's hungry, coachable, motivated, driven. I'm organized, and I'm just ready to hit the ground running. I'm looking for my new home. Done. I'm looking for my new home. Done. I'm not talking about I'm in a current role right now. I'm a student, and because what they're going to be thinking, he's already in a role. Like, how the hell is he going to transition over here? Like, leave that to me. So you don't need to mention that right now. You want to mention about what you're bringing to the table. Because look, if you have the right manager, and if they like you, they'll make adjustments. They'll be like, you know what? We'll give you a couple of months. Okay, just do 6-7 hours a day. Do 6-7 hours a day, pick up some paychecks from us. That way we'll know you're right for us. You know we're right for you. And when the time's right, you can then transition. Once you've picked up a couple of months of paychecks, which are probably going to be double, triple what you're currently earning, they're going to be like, you've seen the proof of concept. Then you can have that conversation with them that, look, once I've picked up a couple of months of paycheck, I can leave my work. Because look, right now, I'm a father of 16 kids. I've got a wife. I've got to look after all my kids. And I'm the main breadwinner of my family. And I really want to transition into the high ticket sales space. My friends are crushing it in the space. You know, you could talk about me. This is in the interview, by the way. So we do this in the interview. Then we explain fully in the interview, like what hours, etc., and whatever. And maybe like, you know, there's certain hours that you can't do, whatever. But you do this at interview stage, not in your intro video. And this is probably one of the main reasons why a lot of you guys are not landing roles because you're saying too much in the intro video. Or you're not even clarifying that, hey, I'm a DM setter. So it's okay that okay, maybe you know, like English is not my first. Maybe just get the elephant out of the room straight away. Be like, hey, Mr. Client, English is not my first language, but guess what? Your girl over here has studied the English language and I have perfected my English. And look at my English language right now. I can text like just like you want me to. I can talk like I'm from Texas, on you know, text like I'm from Texas, or I can text like I'm from, you know, London. You tell me and I'll do it. Imagine saying that and saying to them, look, whatever your current DM setter is doing, I promise you, if I don't at least check this out. So, Mr. Client, I promise you, whatever your best DM setter has done, it's gonna be my life goal to multiply that. And whatever they're doing, if not minimum, I don't supersede that, I would at least match it for you. And I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. Look, some of you DM setters that are struggling or whatever, I swear, I would even go far and be like, look, Mr. Client, you don't even need to pay me. I'll come in and show you what I'm worth. And let me tell you something. This is a great point, by the way. You know when you're going to say you don't need to pay me? Let me tell you, clients will pay you. They will pay you. But you know when you show them that, look, I'm willing to come in and prove myself to you. If you don't love what I do, don't pay me. Mr. Client, just give me your script and give me the software and I'll do whatever it takes. I'll figure it out. They'll be like, okay, cool. I've got these leads, they're just sitting there. You go work them. And what do you do as a DM setter? You first of all, you reach out to all the leads. Hey, you once, my name is blah, and you once reached out to us in regards to this problem or whatever. Sorry, I'm just looking after all, you know, I'm just picking up all your applications right now. Apologies that we haven't been in touch for you for a while, but here's something, and you give value. Here's something to help you on your journey. And you know, let me know how things are with you. Anyway, I'm a message away if you need me. I'll be sending you some more information over the course of the next week. That's just the first intro. I'm not pitching right away. I'm just reminding them that they filled out an application, they had a desire, whatever. Apologies. I'm just picking up all your applications right now, and you're giving them something free as value. I'm going to do it over text. I'm going to do it over email. I'm going to do it over WhatsApp. I'm going to do it on a few places to just get engaged with them. Then I'm going to follow it up again with something else. Then I'll maybe have a call to action. I'll warm them up and then I'll just get them engaged. You know, like one line I used to always love using, and I genuinely meant it as well. Hey, look, if you need anything, I'm a message away. If you need anything, I'm a message away. So, okay, I know I'm talking about lots of different things over here right now, guys. But look, I want Shahab Uddin. Why don't you unmute yourself for me, bro? Where are you dialing in from, first of all?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear you.
Yeah. Uh, Hi guys, my name is Shahab. I'm from Hong Kong, 19 years old, and young and ambitious guy. And so my story is that, I've been involved in playing cricket from like past 6 to 7 years, and during those years, I have possessed, valuable skills such as communication, you know, competitive, being resilient, and like I came to know about high ticket sales recently, like several months ago, and I was kind of juggling through my way, and I landed some roles, but it didn't really work work out well for me. And recently, I came to know about Jabran Khan, and I thought it's time to really go all in and succeed in this space. And my reason is why I want to succeed is, it's my parents, and especially my dad. I want to give it back to them, and I honestly think it's time for me to make this work and give them back the life they've been wanting to get.
Thanks, bro. Tell me something. You said that you landed a few roles. And this is very important for everybody here, by the way, guys. He landed a few roles. It's not hard to land roles, by the way. You
Yeah.
landed those roles, but it didn't work out for you. What happened when you landed the roles? Like, what happened?
So I think, you know, I wasn't sure what I was looking for. I guess, I landed like few of them were obviously cold calling, and yeah, like I guess all of them were cold calling, and you know, I thought that I needed something like an offer, a role which provides a great team environment. As you know, as a sports player, I love playing in a competitive team environment. I think that's what thrives me to succeed. So I guess, you know, I wasn't sure what I was looking for. I think that's why I couldn't succeed in those roles.
Role was it? So was it? It was cold calling as a setter.
Yeah, yeah, Sarah, cold calling as a Sarah.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. What makes you think that you're ready right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's, the ambition I have, recently when I came to know about you, you know, how you have impacted me, the ideas you have, like ingrained in my mind, like 10xing my income, I think it's really the time to go above and beyond, and and kill all the limiting beliefs. I think that's what makes me ready now.
Good, bro. And what are you currently doing for work right now?
Uh, I'm currently doing for work as a part-time career, so I work only on weekends,
Hmm.
and so the rest of the days I'm, consistently sharpening my skill set, doing mocks, role playing, and yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
And you said you wanted to give back to your parents. What do you actually want to do for them? Well, like, how are you going to give back to them?
Yeah, so my first reason why I got into this high ticket space was, my parents were, they were like they were telling me, it's time for you to, you know, get things together. Like, you either go study, get a degree, and
Hmm.
work your work a job. And I
Either
was
go
like,
get a
yeah,
degree, go get a job, or
yeah,
go bloody get
yeah.
married.
And I was like, I was like, I had like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like for several months, like, for a couple of months, I was, I would be sitting with myself and I would be realizing that, oh, Shahab, are you gonna get like, you're gonna spend 4 years, 5 years, 6 years getting a degree, and then after that, even if you aren't, guaranteed a job, and if you are, you're gonna be making like, let's say,
You had the
$25,000.
realization. You had the realization, bro. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you short
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So I want
yeah,
to be
yeah.
mindful of
So
the time. You had the realization that you know what is the degree life is not gonna cut it
yeah,
out for you
yeah,
because you'll be a brokey. Okay, bro. Well, you're in the right place. And hopefully we're gonna get things kick-started and going for you as well.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. So look,
Awesome.
look, and there's a reason why I'm asking these questions as well, guys. And look, some of you guys just need to get just good with just being short with your answers as well. So I'm gonna ask you a question because look, let me tell you, these sales managers, they get thousands of applications. They get thousands. So what you want to do is just get straight to the point. Whatever you need to say, just get straight to the point. And already, like if you already know, and look, people do this in sales. Like there's not really that many objections. If all what I want everybody to do right now, like everybody that's watching the live right now as well, Everybody go onto ChatGPT, go onto Google, go onto whoever you want, go onto YouTube and ask and find out what are all the typical sales objections and how do people answer and handle them. The moment you do this, now you've got a list of objections. You make a list of all the objections and now you study the answers. So now you're preparing for those objections. Now, once you know what the objections are, you know the reasons behind those objections, and you know why they're asking the objections and the answers. You know what they are, the reason behind them, and what the answers are to the objections. Now you embody that. So you understand that. The moment you understand it, guess what now is going to happen when you're going to get on calls? What you're naturally going to do, you're going to preempt those objections, first of all. What does preempting mean? You know this objection may come up, so let me answer it before it even comes up. Or like some people may be like, you know what? I just don't have no time for this. Oh, Mr. Client, you know, I just want to clarify. You have got at least 5 to 7 hours a week. It's roughly like to put aside to something like this. So like if I know, you know, by the end of the call, the client's like, you know what? I love everything. I used to do this on my sales call, by the way. Guys, what I'm going to share with you over here right now is what's made me millions. By the end of the call, now some people be like, I don't have the money. Guess what I used to do? You know, well, let me just cover the time one. So, you know, if I know at the end of the call, they probably give me the, you know, the objection of like, I don't have the time. What would I do at the beginning of the call? I would throw it out there that, hey, Tom, this is going to take at least 5 to 7 hours of your a week. This is going to take 5 to 7 hours of your week. Is that possible? Is that okay? Can you do that? And then I'll tell them, look, it's about an hour a day. Or you know what? It's not even an hour a day if you put in a couple of more hours on the weekend. You can. And I also used to say, hey, Tom, you can spend the 7 hours however you want. We have a couple of different calls. So I'd also say to them, our calls, the coaching calls, the group coaching calls that we do, we have a couple of them a week, and you get the recordings as well. So I just want to confirm, you can commit to at least 5 to 7 hours a week. Let's just say 7. Like, yeah, of course. I'm like, look, 7 hours a week, even if I said 10 hours a week, you know, if I said 10 hours a week, it's not even an hour and a half a day. Like, it's like not even 90 minutes a day. Can you do that? Oh, yeah, 100% I can do that. Guess what? I've now preempted the objection. So now that time objection is not going to come at the end of the call. This is why, you know, my closes, my sales calls would be so smooth because I had done the homework before the calls. Before I was even taking calls, I was already going through all the motions. Oh, they don't have no time. Well, that's not coming up now. Or money. Some people will be like, you know, and like one of the, you know, let's just say if prior to the call, I never used to get their money. Like I never used to get them, get a buy-in for them or like know about the price. What I used to sometimes do was the moment they used to opt in, I used to give them the price of the program straight away and the detail and the program as well with the testimonials. That was different. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people used to cancel the calls as well. But guess what that would do for me? I would like, yeah, I'm happy. If you're not qualified for the call and you're canceling the call, okay, no problem. I don't want to talk to you because you've already canceled yourself. You know, a lot of the times we spend so much time speaking to unqualified people that can't even pay us. So I'd rather them just cancel the call themselves. So financially, they would qualify themselves. This was one of my, you know, things that I did in one of my sales processes. But that's what resulted me in making north of $50,000 a month, consistent $30,000-$40,000 a month. I used to send them a text message, and I used to tell them the program is like certain percentage off, but now it's only 9.8K. So I'd tell them straight away as soon as they opted in, it's like 10 grand. But here's the program. And on the program, I'll give everything. I'll keep it everything short, sweet, and simple. It's got all the program on there as well. And then at the bottom, I'll have like testimonials on there as well. Because guess what? Even if they were put off by the money and they somehow looked at the testimonials, and I'll follow up with them as well. If they looked at testimonials, guess what? The stories are now doing the selling for them. Now they're like, even if they don't have the money, guess what they're doing now? Now, because I wanted to speed up the sales cycle, I could have gone the long route about it as well and not given them the price and have a great call with them and give them testimonials and everything and give them a reason to go get the money. But I was like, you know what? I want to speak to people that are qualified. So I was financially qualifying them myself. You know what setters do when they call the people? They financially qualify them that, look, it's going to be around about this much. I was doing that myself. So I was doing the setter's role myself. I'd do that, so I'd financially qualify them. So by the time they get on the call, now look, some people just used to freaking ignore the price or whatever. I don't know. There were still people. So guess what I would further do on the call? So let's just say I didn't do that part. The setter didn't do a great job financially qualifying the prospects. Now that I've got them on the call, guess what I'm doing on the call now? And I'm asking them, oh, like, so what do you do for a living? Oh, I do this. Okay, cool. What's the goal? What's the goal here, Lee? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what's the financial goal? Oh, give me a number. How much money do you want to make a month? Oh, 20 grand a month. Nice, good, awesome. No, we've got thousands of people that have done 20,000 pounds a month. What are you willing to do to make that 20 grand? I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do that. Are you willing to, lose some sleep? Maybe for 90 days. Are you willing to cut off all the distractions? Are you willing to say no to certain birthday parties, etc., and whatever, just for the next 90 days? Yeah. Okay, cool. Lee, let's be real with one another. How far are you from the 20K goal right now? How far are you from it? Oh, I'm so far, whatever. But no. Look, let's be real. Like, how far? Look, I've been in the same position as you. I was a broke ass for like 31 years of my life, so don't worry about it. I was multiple overdrafts and whatever. Then he's like, oh yeah, it's a lot. I was like, what is it? Give me a number so I know what I'm working with. Look, I'm taking control of the call. Give me a number. I'm here to help you. I've already done all of that. So now he's saying me, it's about 15 grand away. So okay, currently, okay, cool. So you make about five grand a month right now. So I'm clarifying. He said I'm 15 grand away from that a month. But guess what I'm doing? I'm clarifying and I'm making him tell me. So, okay, so you're at about 5 grand a month right now. Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. Guess what that's done to me right now? So he at least makes 5 grand a month. So he's probably going to have some sort of money or whatever. Okay, cool. And maybe if I want to go a bit more deeper or whatever, and I probably do that later. I don't do it right now. I'll probably ask him, like, look, Lee, for you to leave your job. So this is because he's told me that he hates his job and he wants to leave his job. So Lee, for you to leave your job, obviously you're not spending 5 grand a month. What's like your bare minimum that you need to make a month to leave your job? I want to show you how easy retirement is from your job. How much money do you need to make a monthly? And he's like, well, I only need like £2,000 a month and that covers everything. Okay, cool, great. Awesome. So we just need to generate a minimum of, let's just say, 12 grand, and you've got 6 months of, money to support, to look after the 6 months, and for you to go all in something. That's all we need. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now I already know that every month he's got extra 3 grand as well. I've already financially qualified him based on that information. But we could do other things and all of that as well. But these are just some of the things that I'm telling you guys about preempting. Like with me, rather than wrestling with the people and doing all these objection handling and all sorts and whatever, like I can't be asked with that. I'll chat with them, I'll discuss it, and I'll clear the objection. So this is why it's very important, guys, is you go through certain objection frameworks. You go through, the answers and what to say to the objections. Clarify, the objection as well, because it's probably just be a smoke screen. It'd probably just be a smoke screen. So look, we have a few other people on the call over here as well right now. What is everybody here on the call ready for a role? Like, are you ready for a role? Put your hand up if you're ready for a role. You can keep it up as well. So keep your hand up if you're ready for a role. So you all, Sadia, you got your camera off. You need to put your camera on because we can't see you. So okay, you're all ready for a role. So you got your hand up. You're ready for a role. Now, what's stopping keep your hand up, by the way. What's stopping anyone from landing a role? Okay, you can put your hand down. So everybody needs ready for a role over here. Anyone put their hands up in the comment section and they're ready for the role as well. What's stopping you? Okay, you can put your hands down now. What's stopping? Ask yourself this: what's stopping you from landing a role? Modesta, why don't you unmute yourself?
How you doing?
Where are you dialing in from?
I am from the UK, London.
Okay, nice. What's stopping you from landing a role, Modesta?
Right now, I'm getting coached by the best coach in the industry, Mr. Jabran Supercon, who's responsible for proven eight-figure frameworks. And I am ready for them, applying for them. It's just a matter of time, and I'm not giving up.
You ready to hit the ground running? So, like, if we get you an offer right now, you're ready to hit the phones and go for it.
Oh, yes, I'm ready to go.
What if like you
Let's go
called
after this
someone?
call.
Let's just say like one of the offers that we got right now, it's an upsell offer. It's a healthcare company. They basically the clients have already bought supplements. They've bought supplements for the company, and you're calling them to buy to basically upsell them. So you have to like introduce yourself. Hey, like we saw that you purchased this with us. Just wanted to give you a courtesy call. They got all the training and everything. Now, are you prepared to like do the dials?
Oh yeah, I've done it in the past. So I've got experience in marketing, and before that, I was a case manager with the Department of Work and Pensions, and my main role was talking to people over the phone during COVID. And after the restrictions eased off, they came in, so it's a face-to-face role. So yes, I am.
Okay, nice. How many hours can you work a day?
Oh, there's no limit to it. There's 24 hours. I'll sleep less. I'll give you all my time.
Why should we hire you as opposed to other people?
Well, I'm extremely coachable. Follow instructions to the T. I'm motivated. I'll be the first one in and the last one out. I will top every leaderboard and I'll put my money where my mouth is.
Okay, nice. So maybe you want to just add to it as well. Like, look, maybe just be like, rather than just me telling you, why don't you just try me? Why don't you just try me? As a matter of fact, don't even pay me for the first week. I'll just show you. Like, look, every sales because look, guys, sales managers, they do this to trick you as well sometimes. Well, they want you to sell it to them or whatever and whatnot. Don't sound like everybody else. They just tell them, look, man, I can give you the spiel. Like, look, Mr. Client, I can give you the spiel telling you how great I am or whatever. But as cringy as that sounds, but you guys need to know like what I am and what I'm about. Look, man, I've been through all the situations. I've done cold calling. I've been, door to door. I've done this. I've done that. So you give examples. Man, look, I'm not only going to tell you that I'm coachable and I'm hungry and I'm motivated and I'm driven. Let me just show you. Just look. And then so you say to them, look, just give me the training, just give me the playbook or whatever, or the script, or the access to the CRM or whatever, and I'll just show you. I'll show you how good I am. That's confidence. So I loved what you did there, Manasa. That was really good. You can mute yourself now.
Thank you.
That was really good, and it gives the client confidence in you because that's what you need to do. Guess what? Some of you guys are terrible in selling yourselves. Not you guys on the Zoom call, but like just some guys. And guess what? How you do anything is how you do everything. If you guys are not good at selling yourself, they're going to be like, how the hell is this person going to sell my products? They can't even sell themselves, which is the easiest thing to sell themselves. So it's very important you get good at selling yourself, promoting yourself. And look, people just want to have conviction and like, yo, this person is what they're saying they're about. And look, guys, when we say we're going to be hungry, you need to show them that you're hungry. And like consistency, man. And this is where a lot of people die down. And I saw this as well. Because when you've never made like I'll be honest with you, when I made 20 grand a month, I just went on a 6-week vacation. I was like freaking 60 grand a month. I was like, what are you doing with all this money? I just went to Pakistan for like 6 weeks. But when I came back, I didn't like that my name was not on the leaderboard. Like we used to have like a massive team, and there was like 4 days left for the month to end. And there's a guy called Tony. He used to sound like Tony Montana as well. He was a good closer, and he was number one. And I was like, no way. And there was 4 days left. This is like I have the reputation, man. And like for me, I'm just very competitive. It comes from my boxing nature. And like he was number one. And like obviously I've come back from my holiday now. I'm back to work. And I was like, no way am I gonna let this month go by. This is the level of expectation I had of myself, though, guys. And you know, the bar that I had set for myself, I was like, no way am I gonna be number 2 or 3 or 4 or 10. No way. I was like, okay, I've seen the leaderboard now. I blocked it out. I blocked everyone out. I opened up my calendar and I went ham. So what did I first do? I opened up my calendar and I was ready to do 17, 18 hours. I was ready. I cleared my schedule. I told my wife, look, you've had a great time now, whatever, leave me alone. Leave me alone. So now I'm gone in and clear my calendar now. And I've got like it's a perfected framework of being able to generate millions of dollars and because I studied all the top closers, what they were doing and whatever. And I called this the meeting before the meeting. So what did I do? I looked at all the leads coming in. I made sure I wasn't wasting my time on calls. And then guess what I did? I had spoken to clients way months back or whatever. Guess what? In my free time, if I was getting a no-show, guess what I was doing? I was following up with everybody. Everybody. I was like, this person at one point reached out and they wanted to start an Amazon business. I'm following up with them. Hey, Lee, how's it going? It's been a while since we spoke, but since we spoke, we've had so many great success stories and whatever. And like, look, I know life gets in the way, Lee, but look, I'm available right now. If you want to chat about anything, like, how can you do it? Or I just be like, Lee, this is a great line. Lee, we had a great conversation. What happened? Literally, that's all I'd say in text message. I'll be like, Lee, we had a great call, man. And now then they're gonna give me the story and whatever. I'm like, Lee, look, man, I'm free. Let's jump on. Let's jump on the call. Let's have a chat. I'll have a chat and boom, I'll close them. Well, what was it? It was the follow-up. Where is the fortune? The fortune is in the close as well. We know that. But guess where also there's lots of fortune. Look, 80% of buyers don't close on the first call. If you know this, 80%, that 80% do not close on the first call. So guess what? There's a huge chunk of people that you're just missing. So let's go follow up with them. And that literally, I was doing that, and like literally within 4 days, I topped the leaderboard. Poor Tony, man. Tony was looking at, because if you came top, and the way I did it was because if you came top in the company, you got maximum commissions. So like you'd get double commissions basically. So imagine you come number one, you get double commissions. I was like, no way am I getting normal commissions this month. And I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show all of them who Jabran Khan is. I just should psych myself up and believe that I'm great. And the moment you, not with arrogance, but with confidence, because I knew I'm doing everything that's required of me and more to get the results, and I did. And literally within 4 days, and I've got the proof as well, thank God, within 4 days of work, what others did a whole month for, I did more than what they did in a whole month in 4 days. Some anything, special or whatever. It's just I'm a hard worker. I work hard. I know my frameworks, which I'm giving to you guys. Look, I'm telling you all, man. I said it at the beginning of this live. If you follow what I'm telling you, you also are gonna have this kind of income. Like I know, like look, like Tom is a closer, like 100%. Tom is a closer. Nausea eventually can be a very good closer, but I'd like her to start off as an appointment setter just to get the things going and whatever. But Tom, 100%, he should be going for closing, like 100%. And he should tell people, I'm a closer, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I would have Tom tell clients that, hey, give me all the leads that that are just sitting there. I'll call them and I'll set them for my. So, like, Tom, if I was you, I would tell clients, hey, Mr. Client, like, look, you don't even need to give me warm leads. Like, let's just say, like, they're umming and ahhing or whatever, and like, they're just debating. Or let's just say you've done an interview and like, they're like, oh, Tom, you got a full-time job and like, we can't move forward with you. I'd be like, look, Mr. Client, because look, that's an objection. That's an objection. Some of these clients are going to give you these objections. Be freaking prepared for that objection. Mr. Client, look, I know you're on the fence about me because I have a full-time job or I'm from the UK and my accent's like this and whatever. Let me tell you something. I tell you what, don't even spend any money on me. But I know for a fact because look, my best friend is in this industry. And that's who I've been. And so you mentioned me. He's scaled multiple sales teams. I know about all the frameworks and everything, and I know about how the whole marketing system and everything. I know you've got thousands of leads probably just sitting there that nobody is following up with because I know most people stop after the second and third follow up. But guess what, Mr. Client? Give me those leads that are just sitting there. I will follow up with them for you. I will inform them, I will educate them, and I'll get them re-engaged and excited about wanting to speak to us. And I'll even take those calls for you, or I'll book them onto your closers' calendars. Whatever's easier for you. Guess what? That is showing them this guy's on it. This guy, and I'm telling you, you will only need to get a couple of results for him to show him that you know what. And you know what I would do? I would just set them for myself. I would get those calls. I'll set them for myself. So I would set and close them. Guess what? The client's going to give you the setter's commission and the closer's commission. But that's only to Tom over here right now. Riyadh eventually can be a good closer. So could Lee. So could Mudassar. So could Wasim. So could Shanzay. There's a few others that I need to speak to, but like so could Ayad as well. But like there's work to do. I'm not going to deny it. There is work to do. But look, I really believe, look, my mission is right now to have setters out earn closers because you're meant to. Guys, you're meant to. You could set 6 calls in one day. Or you could potentially, let's just say you're working for a big company and you're working really hard. For the same hour where one closer is just having one conversation, you can set 6 calls on 6 different calendars in the same hour where you can make 30%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5% times 6. So you can potentially have 6 deals at 5% each, as opposed to one deal as a closer at 10%, just in the hour. In the same hour, you could book 6 calls with 6 different closers. Like this is the power. But most setters, I swear, man, are freaking confused and they're lost. This is why people, man, you need to be in the Closers University. If you're not subscribed to it, I don't know where the hell you are. But if you've got any value so far, guys, make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Because I want to take this message out to everybody, man. There's so many setters out there that are struggling. So many closers. But I know, give me a couple of months with them. Give me a couple of weeks with them. Give me a couple of sessions with them. They'll be totally different to how they came on. Because I've done it over and over. And it's just about tuning yourself, guys. Does anyone have any questions, guys? So if you have any questions, think of your questions. And I want all of you guys to maybe ask me a question about where you're at in your journey and how you can move forward. Everyone think of that and I'll get you to ask me. But we've got Sadia on the call. Sadia, you're someone that impressed me as well. MashaAllah, like I've seen, you being very passionate and energetic on Instagram. You're messaging me like, Jabran, I'm willing to do this and I'm willing to do that. And you know what? Kudos to you. You actually did deliver. You went out and outreached people. You spoke to them. You engaged with them, and you set them, and you got them in. And so kudos to you. So why don't you introduce yourself to us and where you're from and what are you looking for?
Hi, my name is Sadia, and I am from Pakistan. I am a DM setter. I have 6 years of experience in numerous industries like e-commerce, marketing, lead gen, and coaching, and sold different packages from $500 to over $5,000. And I am very hungry, determined, and coachable. I am learning from the best of the best industry owners like Jabran Khan, and I'm open to dedicate more than 14, 16 hours a day, even 7 days a week.
Wow.
And let's become inconvincible together. No one can defeat us.
Wow.
And why I am here? Because I am, unfortunately, my dad is no more in this world, and my mother is a single mother, and I'm a bread earner, and I have so much responsibilities. That's why. And why I chose this way, because I want to become a digital nomad. I don't want to work from one place. I want to travel the world, and I want to adapt the lifestyle of a digital nomad from work from anywhere. Like I want to work from beach, like I want to work from mountains, from everywhere. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sadia, for sharing, and I appreciate you sharing personal things with us as well. And let me tell you something, Sadia. You're a leader, by the way. Like I see you as a leader. I see Iyad as a leader. I see many people as the leaders as well. And like you've got what it takes. I tell you what. You, Sadia, I want you to take it upon yourself to create a team. So connect with the other DM setters. I want you to create your own little cohort, and I'm gonna have you lead all these DM setters. And watch, we'll use that to go and approach companies and be like, hey, you guys have got thousands of leads just sitting there in the pipeline or whatever. And like they're probably like getting cold over there. My team will come in and we will warm up the leads for you. We will re-engage them. We will send them messages and follow up with them. Let me tell you, this will be music to business owners' ears. I'm like, what? You guys are going to do all of that? Yeah, look, we're not only telling you we're going to do that, we're actually going to do that. And I've done it. And you can give closest university example. You can give all of that. So we're gonna, those are just one of the ways and the strategies that we can use to land roles with businesses that we're gonna reach out to their cold leads, etc. and whatever. So have that in mind, Sadia. Like maybe just actively, I'll message in the masterclass group as well, and people can reach out to you so we can have a team of DM setters. And then there's gonna be there's certain people on this call over here right now, like Lee, why don't you unmute yourself?
I also
You're
want to
gonna
add something, Jabran, excuse me. I want to add something. You are a true coach because you have find the leadership in me. I was working as a business developer and I also trained the team under me. Yeah, I'm capable of that.
psychologist in me. Lee,
Yes, sir.
the role you're going to be applying for is an appointment setter, right? You want to go.
Indeed,
You want to
yep.
start with an appointment setter. You want to get your
Yep.
feet wet on. I think that was going to be that's a good move. And not only that, bro, like because look, I've seen you lead and manage teams of hundreds. In addition to that, you can even because what I just need you to do is just understand the appointment setting psychology, the frameworks, etc., which I know you've been going through. The moment you understand that, so when you're going to be going to clients, and there's people like Nazia as well that can do this as well. Wasim, you can do this as well. You can come in and be like, look, hey, I will help you lead your whole appointment setting function. And like these are the hours I could do or whatever. And like you say to them, look, I'll help you with all the management side of these things, as well as the appointment setting myself. I'm not only going to appointment set myself, I'm going to help you. This will be music. And then they're going to be like, well, what? Because this is my experience. I've led and managed teams of hundreds and this and that and whatever, and I could do this. Now that has now just added an extra. Now I would have this conversation with the business owner, not the manager, because then the manager's going to be like, and you'll make the mistake that I freaking made when I remember I was applying for if this was in my education days, I was applying for a role and I didn't know this. I'm just a freaking ambitious guy, man. I'm interviewing with someone and she's new on the role and she was like assistant deputy head or something like that. And I was a pastoral lead. I was like head of year, and she was like, "Where do you see yourself in like 12 No, she said, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?" I mentioned her role, and like on paper, I had more experience than her because I've done a lot of work. Like you guys don't know this, but I've been a mentor from the age of 14. And I've got mentorship qualifications, I've got leadership qualifications, I've got coaching experience, managing, sales coaching, training, education. I've got alhamdulillah, like I thank God every single day. Like my teachers made sure I got all of these qualifications and experiences and everything. So when you look at my resume and you compared it to hers, she had a couple of degrees, she'd done the role a couple of years and she was in the role. And now I'm telling her that I'm going to be in her position. I didn't know that she was in that position. And guess what happened? I didn't get the role. and later on I found out that there was someone else in there because I was already doing the role in the school, but they didn't give me the job. They were like, "Oh, you bloody said to her that you wanted her job." I was like, "What?" I didn't even know. So that's why, like, I share this with you because you guys may be being interviewed by, let's just say you're getting interviewed by an appointment setting manager, and you're telling him that, "Oh yeah, I'm going to lead the appointment setting team, and I've done this and I've done that." And this is where you're going to talk yourself out of a role as well. So it's very important what you share and who you share it with. So be just mindful of that as well. You may just oversell yourself, and the other person may get nervous that this guy's going to come after my job. Like a lot of people will struggle on that. So it's just be mindful of who you share this with, whether it's an application, whether if you're speaking to the business owner, it's a different thing. But look, there's a lot of you guys with a lot of extra skills, man. Like Shanzay, I see you as even a closer or even a lead appointment setter, as an appointment setter as well. But I would get myself into the door however it takes. Like right now, because every month that goes by, that you guys are not at least making at least $10,000 a month, you're losing $10,000 a month. Every month you're not making $10,000 a month, guys, you're losing. Look at that shift of mindset. That's why you need to get. And look, some people struggle to get a role. You know how easy I find it to get a role? I'll probably even just apply for a high ticket closing role just to show you guys like how. But then again, people are going to be like, "Oh, but Jabran, you have." I'll probably even apply for a high ticket closing role and not even mention all the influences of where not the revenue I've generated. Literally, I can apply for a high ticket closing role with just saying my corporate experience, or even as a setter. And look, everything is a numbers game, guys. Once you've got yourself because look, landing the role is not the issue. It's about you performing in the role. Why do you think there's a churn of salespeople? Because they land a role, they're not good, and then they get fired. We don't want that. We want to land the role and be great in the role. You want to put everything to the side, like literally clear the table and go. And as look, I'm going to give you some of these tips so we can get to work and we can take these actionable steps. So the first thing I want everybody to do is maybe list out. So before we list out the companies that we want to work for, so that's one of the things. Make sure you've got your intro video and your one pager dialed in. If you haven't, look at the old appointment setting trainings or whatever that I go through. Now look, an intro video doesn't need to be so long. Maximum 90 seconds. Maybe even speed it up. If you talk a bit slow, maybe speed it up and record it. On Loom, you can do that on whatever. You can speed it up. So you want to get your intro video in 90 seconds. And if you're a DM setter and you're doing an intro video, make sure you highlight on there as well. And it's got captions on there as well that, you're a DM setter. You're an expert DM setter. You can send thousands of messages if needed per day. So you can do all of these things. So you highlight who you are. So have a short, sweet, snappy intro video. Don't go into too much detail about your work experience. And I used to manage this and I used to sell, like do that. Not like, keep it high level. I've sold all sorts of products and services. I've worked in all sorts of different industries, and I've sold in numerous situations. Now, look, just so you guys know, look, and I'm going to do this with one of you guys. I'm going to do this live with you guys now. And I used to do this with a lot of people. So let me pick out someone that's young, because some of you young, there's a lot of people that are young that are looking at this right now. But I don't have, and like, look at how Tom said he's got 20 years of experience in sales. When I've had the first session with Tom, he didn't tell me he had 20 years. Correct, Tom? You didn't. I had to tell him and I had to remind him. I'm like, Tom, why don't you enlighten these guys on what I did one of our first sessions when we were going through your intro video?
Yeah, you just said that, Tom, nobody cares about how many kids you got. Nobody cares kind of about the background in what you're saying. They just want to know that you've got 20 years experience. They just want to know that you're a salesperson. That's it.
How did we get to the bottom of you saying 20 years? Because let's look at it like this. Tom, when was your first job?
My first ever job in sales was selling pies in a football stadium.
Football stadium. And how old were you then?
I was 14.
14. Now, look, some of you guys are probably thinking, well, I didn't have a job at 14. But hey, look, bear with me. Now, before the age of 14, now some of you guys, and ask yourself now, I'm going to do this with Tom. Now, Tom, before you sold pies at the age of 14 and in that football stadium, did you sell anything before the age of 14 to anybody that you knew?
No.
No. So Tom's is okay. So I'm probably just gonna go a bit more deeper because I'm just not gonna take that for an answer. Like, so Tom, are you saying you never had a bike that you sold? You never had a Game Boy or anything or whatever that you just sold to your friends, or you never took any sweets or chocolates or crisps or whatever in school and you sold them?
Yeah, no, I did.
Yeah,
I did do that.
fucking shit. Look, guys. He just said no. He just said no, and he just threw away years of sales experience that he could have just added. Like, imagine he was just 18 years old, and he's like, "Oh, I've only got 4 years of sales experience." When really and truly, he's been selling sweets and chocolates and crisps and his bikes and his pogs and his Pokemon cards and all sorts since he was 7 years old, and he's just forgot all of that. But I'm doing this, and I did this with Tom. Now I'm going to do the same now. Thank you, Tom. You can mute yourself. Iyad. Iyad, how old are you? I did this with Riyad as well, by the way, guys. And that's where he was able to say, "Oh, I've got," because at first he was like, "Oh, I don't have any sales experience. I don't have this and whatever." And then when I was like, "Hang on a minute, who's your dad? I freaking know your dad. I know you when you were freaking a little kid, annoying kid. He used to go around kicking everyone and fighting with everyone at networking events, at our business events. He was messing around, but he was also learning. So I was like, that's your experience as well. Ian, how old are you? Guys, if you're watching this,
I'm
take
19 at the
note.
moment.
You're 19 at the moment.
Yeah.
Ian, how many years sales experience have you got?
That's it, two, I guess.
2. Okay, good. 2. When was your first sales job?
My first sales job was probably when I was selling my own coaching. So I was like selling self-improvement coaching.
When?
And that was like in 2024.
2024. Before that, Ian, have you ever had a job?
Not really. No, I haven't had a job.
You never had any job. You never worked anywhere.
No, not specifically. Like I wasn't getting money or anything in return for it. Like it was
Listen
just
to me. Listen to the question. Did you work anywhere before 2024? Man,
I'm
it's not
not
a
sure.
hard question. Did you
I don't
work
think so. No,
anywhere?
no, no. No,
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 I
and I
didn't.
don't need you to think, bro. I need you to be active. So you're telling me, look, don't get uncomfortable about this because I want you to, because sometimes we don't realize what we have, man. So, okay, when you so you didn't work at uncle's shop or your friend's shop or your family members' shops or takeaways or restaurants or anything. You never worked anywhere.
Um, I used to write assignments, if that works. Like I used to write assignments for people in my class in exchange
Stop there.
for
Stop. What year was that?
that was somewhere around like in the seventh grade or something. So I
Okay,
think it's
guys, seventh grade. So how old were you in seventh grade, bro?
that was like 7 years ago.
Look at this Laddu, guys. He said to me, how many years experience did he say? Oh, I only got, how many years experience did you say
Yeah.
you got? 2. The guy was an entrepreneur from seventh grade. He was writing assignments for people. So he was selling his services of writing assignments. Look, this is why, guys, you need a freaking coach. And this is why you guys need to be in the closest university, because I'm telling you, man, I see your greatness before you guys even see it in yourselves. So this guy was a hustler and an entrepreneur and a salesman from the eight. It's probably before this as well, by the way. But he goes seventh grade. Seventh grade. I could probably even go deeper. I'll be like, look, yeah, did you ever sell anything at school? Like, I don't know, maybe he did, but I've got my answer right now. Anyway, seventh grade here. So, like, seventh grade, how were you in seventh grade? Probably like 11, 10, 11?
I'm not sure, but like yeah,
It's
if
right
you do
about
the
that much.
math, that's 12, 12. Yeah.
Okay, 12. So it's still more than 2 years. So you said to me you got 2. Now I've just spotted that you got 5 years of experience minimum. And that was when you were 12. Ian, I'd go deeper. I'd go deeper and I'd be like, okay, Ian. So you're telling me, yeah, you like before, when you were younger, did you ever buy and sell anything to your friends? Ever anything?
Yep. I gave out like my books to my cousin, but it wasn't like selling, right? It was like a trade. It was more that's this thing. Like a selling is like I don't know, it's something
Wait, wait,
monetary,
wait,
right?
wait,
Like
wait, wait. Guys, can you guys see what the hell this guy's doing? He's talking himself out of being a hustler and entrepreneur. The guy was trading. How old were you when you did trading the books with your cousin?
probably in fifth grade or something.
Oh my God, guys, we just added 2 more years of
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. The guy was a
Yeah.
negotiator and a trader from grade 5. So look, like I'm telling you now, I could sell Iyad better than he could sell himself. Because he already sold himself at the beginning. I only got 2 years of sales experience. When really and truly, he's had an entrepreneurial bone and he had a spirit in him from the age of like freaking probably 5, 6, 7. I don't know. He was buying, selling, trading. I was trading things when I was in 5th grade. Look at what we do. We say, I don't have this. Because look, thank you very much, Iyad, for being a very great example and a great thingy. But this is why, man, this is why we need a coach. Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach. And look, you only get these answers when you're asking questions. What was I doing with him? I was asking questions, but I wasn't stopping. I was digging deeper. Do you get down to the, when you're cutting an onion, as well as the tears that you get with the onions when you peel the first layer, you're not getting to the onion. You need to peel a few layers and then you start chopping. But I just get too nervous and I cut the onion and I put it in water for about 15 minutes. So because I'm like a little whip, man, the tears and everything, they hurt my eyes. But that's just my way of helping my wife, by the way, guys. Just so you guys know, you guys need to make, sometimes you gotta help the wife. Like my wife doesn't like washing up. I freaking love washing up. I don't want to tell her too much, so then she'll make me wash up everything. But I find washing up therapeutic, guys. We are like, especially the elder people that are watching this right now. Like, we want our wives to be so supportive, and we want them to be this, and we want. What are you doing to be supportive for your wife or your husband or your partner or whatever? You've got to do things for them, so they're like, you know what, he does so much for me. Let me do this for him. So, anyways, I don't know how we've gone from washing dishes and talking about experience. But look at what I did with Iyad. I was peeling. Yeah, we got it from the peeling the onions. I was peeling off the onions, the layers, and we were getting down to the main gritty. But we never got the answer right away. And sometimes, on sales calls, people give you surface level answers. Like, you can't take surface. Like, look at what I'm teaching you guys over here right now. You guys, when you're getting on your sales calls, when you're getting and you're speaking to the clients, don't take surface level answers. Dig deep. Now, I know what I was digging deep on because I've done this with freaking so many people. So many people, and I get these answers. Oh, I don't have much experience. Like, I did it with Riyadh. That's why Riyadh, like, look at Riyadh. I swear to God. If you look at Riyadh's first video, he was like, oh, I got 1 year of experience and 2 years or whatever. Now he's talking, I got a decade. Where the hell does he get a decade from? I had to instill it in him. Where did he get a decade from? The guy is freaking 20 years old. But he actually does have a decade of entrepreneurship, networking, and direct sales experience as a student. Like, this guy, even though when he's on when he's on an interview or he's doing a video, he doesn't need to talk about he's 20 years old. Forget that. Hi, my name's Riyad, and I have got over a decade. I have got 10 years of experience as an entrepreneur, direct salesperson, and I'm a student of the sales industry. I was someone that was born into a family of entrepreneurs, because your mom's an entrepreneur as well, bro. I know this. You haven't even mentioned your mom, you little laddu. Yeah, his mom's a serial entrepreneur. It's the salons and everything that your mom had. See what I mean? I know him. I know him more than he knows himself, because I remember people and I remember what they say. And plus, I used to work with his dad as well, so I know. And I've met his mom as well. So look, check this out. How did I get Riyadh to talk about all of this? Now, some people are like, oh, but I'm only 20. I'm only 18. I don't have any experience. But guess what we have? What's the word called? We have transferable skills and experiences. Like Lee can come up to me and be like, "Ah, bro, like I've got no experience in the high ticket sales space. I didn't have no experience in the high ticket sales space. But what did I understand? Because look, just so you guys know, guys, before 2020, Jabran didn't have no remote high ticket sales space. But guess what? I said, you know what? I don't have that. Okay, I don't need that. What kind of person are they looking for? So I understood the kind of person that they're looking for. And I was like, you know what? They just want salespeople. They just want hardworking, motivated, hungry salespeople. So that's what I just need to become. How do I need to become it? I need to first tell them first. I need to get their attention. Everything is about attention, guys. Everything is about attention. Now, where are we going to get the first attention from? Our intro video and our intro letter. Like, you know, you need to have a message. And like I've got it as well, like, you know, growth operator and sales pro with 25 plus years of experience. Done multiple millions a month online. Built out numerous 8-figure sales teams. Worked with X, Y, Z, and P, Q, and R. I'm someone that's hungry, coachable, motivated, and driven. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I will take care of the whole of your sales function. Boom, that's it. That's my intro done. And I can put it in writing and I can just send it out to influencers and business owners. Maybe I'll hook up with some recruiters and I'll give them my intro and whatever. Now, recruiters would love to have a very good candidate. So I'm giving them something. Now they can probably outreach to clients and be like, look, I've got this guy, he's built numerous $5 million a month sales teams. I'm giving them something that they want and they can reach out for me. But we just need to we need to really just reevaluate. Sometimes you just need to stop and just reevaluate everything. Look at everything that you're doing and just reevaluate it. Does anyone have any questions, by the way, guys, or anyone in the comments as well on the live chat? Anyone over here have any comments or anything that they want to say or ask, or forever hold your silence? But before we do, anyone, because I know we had some questions, but no one's asked the questions yet. If you've got questions, raise your hand. We have Muhammad Wasim on the call. Muhammad Wasim, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, how's it going, Gareth? My name's Wasim. Been in sales now for 6+ years. Previously had some Amazon FBA experience. I had my own online Etsy store, and I've been in the high ticket space now for about 3 years. I'm looking to hit the ground running, man. I've got a massive reason why. I've got a family now, I've got kids. I want to help retire my parents, but beyond that, I want to do a lot of humanitarian work. I want to help people all over the world, those that don't have basic amenities. So I've got a massive mission, massive goals. I'm so hungry right now. Everyone says it, but it's the first thing on my mind and the last thing on my mind before I go sleep. Every day I'm sharpening my skills. I'm role playing, networking, currently in the masterclass. I'm like watching the feedback and the live recordings back. I'm ready right now, man. I'm ready to hit the ground running, and I'm ready to make this the year.
I love that, bro. I just clocked something right now. Like everything else was great, and I'm not just saying it. It was actually good, and I felt it as well. I just want more energy, just like because it was a bit not too monotone. But one thing that I spotted, you said I've got 3 years of experience in the high ticket sales space. I wouldn't even say that. I'd be like,
Okay.
I've got 15 years of sales experience. I've got 15 years of sales experience, and I've worked across numerous online opportunities or businesses, and I've got like experience within Amazon. I've got experience within e-commerce. I've got experience within the medical sector, this sector, that sector. So, because I'm just not going to say three, even though 3 years is good, but I want to sound, I don't want to sound good. I want to sound great. That's the only tweak that I'd make, and I'm ready to
Okay.
hit the ground running. Like whatever it takes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to
Cool.
go. But that
Appreciate it,
was
bro.
that was a good one, bro. Iyad, you want to come and redeem yourself? You got your hand up.
Yeah. So I just like had a personal question that I wanted to ask. I think I asked it to you in the DMs as well.
Go for it.
Like at the moment, yeah. So right now, like currently I'm living in a hostel, right? So I go to college and I'm living in a hostel. And the campus Wi-Fi kind of blocks things like the GHL or like CRM. So like back when I was on a cold calling offer, I couldn't cold call anyone. And it's like it'll take me 4 months to move out and get my own place, so I can actually use those sort of GHL and dialers and everything. So do you think it would be like what do you think I should do in this position? Because I don't want to waste like four
Well,
months.
use the campus's
Um,
Wi-Fi. Get your own Wi-Fi.
yeah,
Get your own portable router or whatever. That's it.
okay. But like where I live, it doesn't really get good signals like with the for the portable Wi-Fi.
But what else? What else is your other option?
The only option is like I can wait 4 months, get into my own
Nah, we don't want to wait
place.
4 months, bro. You want to get a
Is it?
solution to
Yeah.
that. So you want to find out who gives good internet in that area right now, and where can I get it? Whether it's your phone internet or whether it's something else. How can you get other internet that's the outside of the council, whatever the hostels Wi-Fi?
Hmm.
Or you could go to external places. There's probably like you probably have workspaces in where you live or whatever, where you can go to a I don't know. Someone said you can go to an external place, maybe I don't know anywhere else. Or if not, just get your own internet, bro. Just get your own internet.
There is one solution though, because like right now I'm on a hybrid offer, so it's like setting plus closing, but it's for Indian leads, so I can actually use my phone without the dialer. So there is that one solution to like brushing up my skills, but like what do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know how good the offer is and whatever it is, what it is. But I do look. That's a solution, but if you want a high ticket sales role, then you need to fix that internet issue.
Okay. Okay.
And so you're only at the hostel for another 4 months.
Yeah, like three. It's almost three.
Okay, cool. So just figure out the internet solution, bro. Just get freaking internet. Like with me, I'm gonna get another internet provider. I've got one internet provider. I've got my own internet, but I'm gonna get another internet provider because I just don't trust one. It's remember this, bro. There's always a solution to a problem. Always. Don't think that there's no solution. Always. You just need to find it, search it, speak to other people and whatever. You've got one, just go down that route. Go speak to people in the hostel. Go speak to people that live near the hostels, what internet they use and what it is, and how can you get a good internet. Okay? Maybe Google it, chat GBT, find out like who's the good internet provider in that location. How can you get that?
Hmm.
All right?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else have any questions? Lee, go for it.
Hey, so the question is, what is the fastest way to find a role? Now, I know that's a bit of a loaded question because I understand you go on job boards, etc., and there's lots of roles out there. There's lots of noise, but what's the most efficient way to find a good quality role and to get to the right people?
Here's what I would do. So I know you've got your intro video ready, and you've got your like a one pager and whatever. Look, the thing is, remember what I told all of you guys as well about attention. This is a very, very good question, by the way, guys. Remember what I told you about attention? Like, attention is the number one economy. Whoever has attention has got the money. And like, if you want money, you need to go get attention. The reason why like a lot of people don't land a role is because people don't know them. How the hell can people hire you if they don't know you? You know me, I have so much confidence in my ability, and so should all of you guys if you guys have gone through my training and you've embodied it. You guys should have so much confidence and conviction that even if the company is not advertising, you freaking go and apply. You go DM them, you find their emails. Nowadays, you can find the emails through companies and whatever through ChatGPT and do all sorts of wonky shonky stuff, and you can get their emails and go on LinkedIn or whatever. So look, easy. This is what I would do to go land a role. I'd make a list of 30 companies. I'd make a list of 50 companies. There's a list of 300 companies, but I would make a list of 50 companies because look, if it's do or die, like right now, it's do or die. I need to land a role and get a high ticket income paycheck by the end of February. So, bro, I'm going all in. So now I've got my intro video. If you haven't get your intro video, you've got all of that. Guess what I'm doing right now? I went on ChatGPT last night, actually. Last night I went on there and I was doing it for you guys. And I got a list of 20 high ticket coaches that had a mastermind or a coaching program. I got all of them, and like a couple of them were like Tony Robbins and all sorts. And it's still he still has an offer as well. Like I'd love to work with Matt. I know I would crush it on Tony Robbins' offer, like because we've been watching the guy from as far back as we can remember. So now I've made a list of these 50 business owners. I did it on ChatGPT, and I got 20. I could just probably go get another 30. So you do that. Now, what you need to do is you get all their websites. So make a spreadsheet. So now these are the business owners, these are their websites, these are their funnel links. And now I'm gonna funnel hack. I'm gonna opt into all of them. So I'm gonna get all the emails. Guess what? Before you even the moment you've opted in, guess what? Go onto their website now, and I'm telling you right now, they'll have a careers tab. They'll have a careers tab. If they're not advertised, guys, what I'm telling you right now, I swear to God, if you implement this, you will land a role right now this week. So go into the careers tab of those 50 business owners, and you've got 50 businesses you're going for. It's a numbers game. The thing is, some of you guys are just going to give up and not do this, but the people that do this are going to land a role. I'm telling you right now, you'll land a role. So those 50 business owners. But look, remember, you got to be on point. Like Lee and the people on this call over here right now, whether they're phone setting, closing, setting, DM setting, they're ready. Like I'm telling you, they're ready. Some people in the masterclass are ready. So now I've got those 50. I'm going through their websites, looking for the careers tab. What roles are they applying for? What roles are they advertising for? And now I'm like, even if they're not advertising, I'm going to grab the email, whatever they want the people to fill in the applications. I'll even just randomly fill out some applications to maybe a designer that they're looking for. And I'll be like, and I'll just to get into their funnel, I'll apply as not a designer, obviously, or a web designer or whatever. I'm applying as an appointment setter just to get into the funnel because I just want my application to just land in front of someone. That's one way. Then I'm going to go find the CEO on LinkedIn. I'm going to connect with him. I'm going to find out their company on LinkedIn, and I'm going to go to the people that work there. You best believe I'm going to reach out to all of them. I'm going to connect with all of them, the HR manager, whoever it is. I'm building my network. But I've optimized before I even do this. Now, you guys already know I make you optimize your profiles. The profile's already optimized. So when they click on that request, oh, he's this person, and oh, he's reaching out and connecting with me. Okay, great. Maybe he's looking. Let me check. They probably even reach out to you. So now I've connected with them on LinkedIn. They can see, oh, he's a sales pro, he's an appointment setter, he's a closer, he's a DM setter, whatever. Now I've done that. Now let's just say, you know what? You couldn't find anything else. Now I'm going to do a step further. I'm going to go onto Instagram and I'm going to add them on Instagram. I'm just going to start engaging with all like their posts. Whenever I'm going to like and comment a couple of posts or whatever, I'll probably even share their story to, share their post to my story as well. Some people have already given up, by the way, guys. Let me just be real with you. Some people have already given up, but this is me. It's do or die. I need to make an income this month. I'm making this person my best friend. I'm engaging and dropping valuable bombs in their comments. I'm engaging with them. They're probably in Dubai and making a video. I'm like, bro, like Dubai is a vibe. And I'm just telling them, yeah, Dubai is a vibe. It's great. I've been doing this last week with people as well. So now I'm engaging with them. I'm letting them know who I am. So by the time they land on my profile, some of you guys have got like shitty profiles, like on Instagram, whether it's on LinkedIn or whatever, you look like a total different person. You are your own billboard. Remember this, your social profiles are your billboard. So make sure the bio is clearly telling like I'm an appointment setter, or like, see, you're a sales pro with 20 plus years of experience. Maybe in your LinkedIn bio, your Instagram bio, open for opportunities. Let people know you're open. Some people don't even know you're open. Tell people you're open. And so this is I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna start commenting and liking and sharing and whatever. I'd even, because you're only allowed one message on Instagram until they accept. So before you send that one message, a lot of business owners, they have like they've got the what's it called, ManyChat activated. Like if you comment on one of their posts, it activates a message from them. That's what we want. So now we can send multiple messages. The moment you like DM the word started or scale or whatever, it activates their ManyChat. They send the message to you first. Now there's no blockage on you sending multiple messages. Because if you were to outreach first time round, you can only send one. But if we have opted with them, but let's just say they haven't got ManyChat installed, you followed them, you've liked on their posts, you've commented on their posts, but you've never got any ManyChat message from them. I'm not going to wait for life to happen. I'm going to go make things happen. I'm going to send my one message intro with maybe a link to my Loom video. I've sent that one. Now I've sent that. Now I've still not got no response. He's on my list. Guess what I'm doing? I'm following up. The same way you're going to follow up with your prospects, you're going to follow up with this client. Whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on email, whether it's on applications, whether it's on their Instagram, their comments, their posts, their stories. These are all of these things are follow-ups. Now, and I'm telling you, you know what? I don't just say it to you like the fortunes in the follow-up, and 80% of salespeople don't even go past, the third attempt to follow up. These are your 8 to 12 touch points with them. Eventually, the client's going to see it. And they probably ignore you or they probably accept you. No problem. Now you've got their attention and you're like, look, man, I'm just someone that's hungry, I'm coachable, I'm ready. And they've seen all of that. Or they probably come back to you and say, like, you know what, Lee, sorry, we don't have any roles. Like, and so you already be prepared for them to say, we don't have any roles. So what do you say? What I said to you guys before, you're going to use all their cold leads. Mr. Client, look, no worries, man. Most people don't even know they need me. Most people don't even know they need me, but let me tell you where you need me. I know, Mr. Client, you got a sick business, you got a great business, and you're doing this much and whatever. But I know because I've seen it. Me and my mentor have seen this across numerous organizations that most leads are left untouched. Mr. Client, most salespeople don't go beyond the fourth touch point, as in 4 times of following up. I go 12 times because I know 80% of leads are closed between the 8th and 12th follow-up. I've learned this from Jabran. So like you're having this in conversation, you can send a voice note or whatever, but you need to be sharp, sweet, and simple and to the point because these business owners are busy. So don't be giving them a long essay. Like, you know how some of you guys are asking questions and you were just going off on a little tangent. You don't want any of that. We don't want any of that. We want it short, sweet, and simple to the point. You can't go long. They don't have time to listen to all of this. So, bro, like Leah, I guarantee you, bro, and I'm going to challenge you to this as well. Make that 50 list. Do this, just this. I guarantee you someone's going to reach out to you. I guarantee you just on the careers website, you're going to find people that are hiring appointment setters. 100%. Bro, like a matter of fact, the person that you applied to, Rabia Bavala, messaged me today. He's like, he said, mentioned that he's got some offer that he needs people for. Freaking go follow up with him again. I would even drop him another comment on one of his posts. Hey, Ravi, Jabran has told me to reach out to you. I've sent you a DM. And I'll do that.
Will do.
So,
I emailed him today, so I'll follow up on Instagram tomorrow.
Yeah. Whoa, fuck that. I'd follow up twice in a day. 2 different platforms. Okay. Because remember, bro, we're a race against the time now. I need to land a role, I need to work the role, and I need to pick up a fat paycheck at the end of the month. We're in a race against time now. Did that answer your question, first of all?
Yeah,
bro?
can I have one little follow-up question? You said your intro video. Would you make a separate intro video for every person so it's personalized? So in my video, I said, hey, Ravi. No?
No, because I want it scalable. I want it scalable because look, imagine, because look, we're in a race against time. Of course, in a perfect world, we want to give we want to give personalized videos. But in a perfect world, mans are busy. Like right now, I'm in a race against time. I just need a client to work for because the month has already started. The month has already started, and I need to land a role ASAP. So I'm going to be sending a generic video, just a generic video, 60 to 90 seconds. That's it. So because I want to because look, if you reach out to 50 people, if you do this with 30 people, I guarantee you 2, 3, 4, 5 people will reach back out to you. It's facts. Everything is a numbers game. You know this, bro. We know this. It's a numbers game. Wasim, you've got a question. Anyone else has any questions? Just raise your hand and we'll go through it.
Yes, my question was, as well as what you've said, a lot of these big influencers, business owners, they'll have like a sales team. Do you recommend also reaching out to sales managers who are,
Million percent. I would reach out to everybody. I would network with everybody. So, another thing that I would do as well, and thank you for bringing it up as well. I would network with all. I'd probably just type in high ticket closer on Instagram, and I'll connect with all high ticket closers. Just follow them. And you know what I'll do? I won't get in the DM straight away. I'm gonna how I said, like, a lot of you guys are stingy, not you guys on the call, but a lot of people are stingy with giving likes and comments. Like, people just want them themselves, but they don't want to give it out. Go and do that for others. Go give value. Go like their posts and comment on their posts and be genuine. Get their attention. And then be like, hey, I love that and whatever. I'm like, what do you do? Are we still good? Can everybody still hear me? I don't know why it's saying preparing live stream. Did that answer your question, Wasim?
Yes, because I was trying to give my own example. The roles that I've been on, I've kind of bypassed that route and been placed on offers through that networking. So it's been very strong for me in the past. So I'm going to definitely try that route as well.
Awesome. Perfect. Margaret, your camera's off, but I can see your hand up. Go for it.
I apologize. It's raining here, so the network
No worries.
is not
Go for it.
stable.
Go for it. It's okay. Go for it.
All right. I want to say thank you so much for this wonderful session. I've really gained a lot, and it has changed my mentality on high ticket sales. Then my question is this: now that I'm going for a DM setter role, what skill do I need to let's say the skill I need to brush up well to enable me stand out from other DM setter?
You need to do you just need to be like a super setter from the closest university. Literally what we're doing over here right now, like, if you study my frameworks that I've done on on YouTube, if you literally are able to portray what I am teaching you guys over here right now, if you can portray it in your intro videos, in your messages, in your the one pages, 1,000,000% you stand out from everybody. Like, I'm telling you, everyone in the closest university is head and shoulders above anyone else. When I say you're in the closest university, the ones that are actually listening and learning and implementing it, you're already levels. Mate, there's a shortage of good, not even great. There's a shortage of good salespeople. There's a huge shortage of them. And you don't have to be that great to stand out from the crowd as well. You honestly don't. But if you want to stand out, like, I would reach out for roles the same way you're going to reach out in like a DM setting role. Maybe sometimes they want you to do cold outreach. You want to show them that you're reaching out on multiple platforms. You want to show the client that, look, all of the things that you've done to get their attention. Like, look, imagine you apply for a role that's not even a DM setting role or an appointment setting role. You apply for a designer role and like, look, it's me, but this was just one of my ways, and I apologize for applying for the designer role, but it was one of my ways to just get into you guys' inbox in your world and just let you know what I can do. And this is what I can do. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help you guys grow your company, to make my make a earn a living and achieve my reasons and goals and whatever. We got one question in the chat actually from Liba. Liba is someone that's been standing out as well, and I commend you guys. There's so many people that are really doing well. But Liba said, "What is a good offer for a beginner in high ticket sales from digital marketing background professional, or shall we just go any?" Now, look, I would go for any role. Well, not any role, but like any legitimate role that is working, so that you don't want to go for, like, as a beginner, you don't want to work for a brand new offer that hasn't even got any proven results. They haven't got any proven results. They're not even making money. You don't want to waste your time there. Like me personally, I don't want you guys to waste your time there. You want to land on a role that's already making money. Now, whether it's if you've got a digital marketing experience, if you've got a digital marketing background, I would apply for all these digital marketing companies. Like, hey, my name's Riyad. I've got 5 years of experience in digital marketing. I'm hungry. I'm coachable. I'm starving. And you just go in with it. Again, it's a numbers game. A lot of you guys, look, I can pull up anyone over here, and I'll be like, who doesn't mind being put on the spot? Who should I pick? Actually, I always pick on Riyadh. Let's pick on Tom, because Tom's got thick skin. He's like me. He's all right. Tom, how long have you been ready now to land a role?
I think I've been ready for years now to land a role.
Came in the high ticket space. Since you came in the high ticket space and you're familiar with it and everything, how long has it been since you've been ready for a role?
I've been ready for the last 12 months since I left my last offer.
12 months. So your last offer was 12 months ago. Why haven't you landed a role yet, Tom?
After my last role, I kind of went off the boil a bit. I just concentrated on my work in the UK, and then I've made the decision now that I definitely want to move to Spain. So this is the route I want to take.
Okay, so the reason why Tom hasn't landed a role because he hasn't applied for any roles, and he hadn't made the decision. Now I'm telling you all right now, every single one of you on this call over here right now, all of you guys, and on the live call as well, if you want to land a role, increase. So like, it'll be like some people will be like, oh, I'm ready to land a role. I've been ready for the past God knows how many months. How many roles have you applied to? Now, Tom hadn't made the decision. He's made the decision now. So now, Tom, my question is going to be to you, not question, but statement. You don't need to answer it. You've now made the decision. You've made the decision. Now, what you need to do is apply to 50 companies in multiple ways. And I guarantee you by the end of this week, you'll have interviews lined up. 1,000,000%. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. The reason why you're not hired by the companies that you want to work for is because they don't know who you are. They don't know what you bring to the table. They don't know how great you are because you haven't told them and showcased how great you are. So if you increase that number, you land the role. That's the only thing stopping people, by the way, guys. So long as you've done your homework, you've followed the other previous masterclasses, and you've got that in place, and you're ready to land a role. You've got everything in place. Shanzay, how long has it been since you've wanted to land a role?
I would say 2 months.
You've been ready for 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say, Shanzay, you don't have no sales experience. Zero, because someone's messaged over here, Missy Hussein. Jabran, please could we know what sorts of roles one should go for if no sales experience at all? Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't have, listen, I've got no sales experience. Missy, if you're quick, tell me your age as well. Sorry, you shouldn't ask women what their age is, but this is an example for you. But let's just say I'm 30 years old and I don't have, what's it called? No sales experience. I'm 30, I have no sales experience. But what did I say to you that you can use? Transferable skills and experiences. Like, let's just say I was just a mom. I'm like, listen, I'm a mom of 6 children. I've managed and developed 6 children, and I've managed my workload with everything, and I've managed my husband. This appointment setting, what I have to do is set appointments? Of course I can do that. I'm a mom. Now look, what am I doing? I'm just selling myself as a mom. I'm just selling myself as a mom. But because look, they want to see, look, experience and all that. Yeah, it's all great and whatever. They want to see you can do the role. You are not getting hired by no one who knows who you are. Ooh, okay, good. Yeah. So I don't have no experience. I don't have no experience. I'll be like, hey, like let's just say I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher because I can't say I'm a mom because I'm freaking not a mom. I'm a teacher because I got 12 years in experience as a teacher, by the way. As well as all my sales experience. I was doing like 3, 4 jobs at a time. So I've got 12 years of experience as a teacher. And now I want to get into high ticket sales. Hey, my name's Jabran. And now I'm someone that's hungry, I'm coachable, I'm driven, and I'm motivated. I've got 12 years of experience in education, but let me tell you about all the transferable skills. I'm organized, I'm well spoken, I'm hungry, I'm driven. I'll be the first one in, I'll be the last one out. I'm very good at, sending out messages and following up with people and emails and text messages. So you talk about, like, in your role, like, you were sending text messages, you were sending emails, you were following up with people, you were organizing. As a teacher, you need to be organized. And I love the role of an appointment setter. I've been learning and developing my sales skills and the role of an appointment setter for the last 2 months, 3 months with the Closers University. I've been learning from, Jabran Khan, who has over 2 decades of sales experience in building and scaling sales teams. I've learned the frameworks that are responsible for generating multi-million dollars a month in the high ticket space. Boom. I've just sold myself as someone with zero sales experience. It's a good job this call is being recorded as well, so you guys can see it on repeat and you can watch it again. That's with zero experience. Let me tell you something. To be an appointment setter, you don't need sales experience. You do not need sales experience to be an appointment setter. What's the role of an appointment setter? You need to be organized, well-spoken, hungry, driven, motivated, punctual, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much what you need in most normal roles. But you just need to come across that you're hungry and coachable as well. You're willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. What do I mean by that? Now, I gave so many people a task. And oh my God, man, some people, they're just like, this is the thing though, isn't it? Like, if someone gives you a task to do something, like, like some of my managers used to be like, Jabran, you need to sell 20 of these units. In my mind, I need to sell 40. It's just me, the way my brain is triggered. You guys need to embody this amongst yourself. Like, you guys need to be like, you know what? I don't need to go for 20. I'm going for 40. The moment you do these little switches, things change, man. Everything changes. Okay. Okay, guys, is there anything else that anyone wants to say?
Thanks for a great
Shanzay, go
call.
for it. Shanzay?
All right, so I recently applied for the offer you were speaking about recently, the upsell offer for the supplements, and I had a question because they mentioned they're opening for closers, but it was phone closing. It was not like on Zoom. So would you recommend a person like me going out starting off like as a closer, like a phone closer?
Say what? Sorry, that if you would go for a phone closer,
Yeah.
why not? If you want to, you feel like you can, I would study some of my sales calls and I would go for it. Why not?
All right.
Anything is possible, guys. Anything is possible. But like, whether it's phone closing, whether it's DM setting, whether it's phone setting, just go for it. But just ask yourself and be realistic. Like, do I think that you could be a phone closer? I think you can. If you study some of my sales calls that are already on the, what's it called? YouTube channel, you could, you really can. You really can. And anyone could become a, a closer or a setter or whatever. Whatever it is, you just need to put the work in and work on your craft. Anything else, guys? Okay, well, look, we've been going on for a minute now anyway. Look, I'm going to love you and leave you. If you've enjoyed today, maybe share it with a friend or whatever. Look, really go back onto this call as well. Go over the topics that we spoke about. And look, all of you guys, if you're ready for a role, I've already told you what you need to do. Just go do it. Just go do it. Put it all together and like outreach to as many people as possible and be creative in your outreaches. Don't just DM them or email them or LinkedIn or what. Do all of that and follow up as well. Make sure you follow up 12 times. Don't be like, oh, I'm just going to follow up once a day. Forget that. You want to land a role tomorrow or today. So you want to follow up as many times today. Okay? All right, guys. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Jabran.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jabran.
Jabran.
Thanks.
Thanks,